Bam!
Live. What's up? I'm Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is fucking talking shit with Eagle, that wormhole. I am so happy to be fucking doing this currently. Man, what a fight. Currently got Smiley's Gardens and Jack Greenstalk in the house already, patiently waiting for me to get things going while I had some technical difficulties, but nonetheless here and very happy to be hanging out. What's up, guys?
Not too much. About to coke down on some Velvet Punch F2.
I'm smoking some of this. This I don't know. It's a new one in my garden. It's called Chili Bean. That's right. That's what it is. Fresh off the trim rack. So.
How you like it?
I like it. It's all right. It's not gonna be. I don't know. I've only tried the one, I guess. Man, Eagle, I'm not a fan of the orange. You know that, but it's not like it's not like the I don't know, the hand cleaner orange or whatever. It's like rotting orange, kind of. To me,
I call that the burnt orange.
Burnt orange, yeah. To me, it's kind of really close to the Max Stomper, actually. Not that helps as far as describing it at all.
I'd mix it, to be honest with you, because it's so that orange that is with the mango, orange mango, however your taste buds hit you there, is so strong, so thick that you can literally just throw a fucking crumb in basically anything and give it that orange taste or tinge to it, a nice little mix. And that's what I've been actually mixing it with Primal Punch or mixing it with that Twisted TK, and both of them, that nice orange flavor, but it's giving it that little bit more of a serious punch. There's just something about the orange. It's good, kind of calming, but it don't fuck me up. It don't put me out like I want from a lot of good cannabis, that's for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not. I don't know. I guess my girl's the best meter for that. If it's got too much orange in it, I can just tell when she takes a hit and her face goes like, "Why'd you hand me that one?"
So she's not a fan of the orange either, huh?
Oh, she's worse than me on it, man. She'll Nazi that shit real quick. Be like, "Nope, fuck that. Don't even pass that to me. Let's roll a different one."
My wife's that way too.
That's
she likes
nice.
The gassier stuff, cakes, birthday cake, wedding cake, kush. She's not a huge fan of the fruitier stuff. She wants something heavy, hard hitting.
It's for all them light in the loafers.
Or myself, fucking flavor chasers. I don't know. I like a little bit of everything now and again, but she definitely prefers the heavier stuff. But she'll try everything. We fucking like smoke cereal milk and shit. It's more of a hybrid, but flavorful.
It's pretty stony. I do think I pulled it early though. Oh, I pulled it right around that day 61 or whatever. And I bet this one was a 10-weeker too, ain't it, Eagle?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I took this 12 and a half, almost 13 weeks because I ran it for seed. And I just de-seeded some of the smaller buds with some F3s. But it makes it definitely a lot slower process if you want to smoke. You gotta break up the buds and pick the seeds out. But definitely.
You're collecting them anyway, though, aren't you, Jack?
Oh yeah. This was an intentional process. I selected from, it was 15, and I used 2 females, 1 male. And
so every time somebody hits you up for a pack of them, you got to like break apart a nug and smoke some of it to get the 10 seeds for them.
1 nug is like way more than 10 seeds.
Yeah, no shit.
But This is the end of the line for the Velvet Punch as far as I thought I was going to take it to F4 and beyond. I'm actually going to stop it at the F3 because there was the Herm issues, but I think it's still got some fire in it and it's fun to play around with, but it's not necessarily something I want to continue to breed with. What up, Cheddar Bob? Welcome, buddy.
Jack, Smiley, Eagle.
What's going on, man?
Brother? Just the great reveal.
Venom.
It wouldn't be a Cheddar Bob entrance without it. To be honest,
It wouldn't, would it?
Fun story, Cheddar Bob. My first
some...
bong's name was Venom.
Really?
It was all black. My
That's
brother
pretty...
got it for me because I wasn't old enough to go to a smoke shop with him at the time, puffing stuff. And it had like a dragon on it. It was like a black double blown glass, really thick. And it was about a foot, but people could never see the smoke. So we called it Venom because it was like black and it hit harder than it looked, kind of thing.
It was like that yellow crack smoke inside, just thick, like gravity bong style.
Gravity bong, yo.
At least this was getting filtered through the water instead of just sitting on top of it. Gravity bongs will fuck you up though. Those give you a big ass rip, but it's not filtered at all. That's what people don't think about. Is it's just the water is just pulling it down. It's not filtering the smoke. So that's hot ass smoke.
Yeah, and it's a lot of it, and it makes you puke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it goes yellow, man, you gotta watch it. I'll clear them out. I won't even try it, dude. Them yellow, thick yellow ones will fuck you up in a gravity bong.
Yeah.
Be coughing for an hour.
I got something.
It's almost worse than doing a hot dab or whatever. Fuck.
I prefer my steam chalice, as Rasta Bob would call it. A little vaporizer hooked up to a bong. Fucking.
There you go.
But.
Oh shit!
Cheers. Cheers to Megatron.
Oh
yeah. The voice, I can be like Mass Medical.
Oh, that's dope, dude.
And then talk like this, like Mass Medical, and not show my face because I'm like 18 years old.
You should do a live like that or something.
Well, when I first started my channel, I was like, oh man, I wonder if I should even show my face because I'm kind of ugly. Like, should I wear the Rorschach mask or maybe like the anonymous mask? And then my kids were gonna throw that thing out, and I was like, you little shits, no way are you throwing that out. That's like one of the best things ever. So now it sits downstairs in Dad's room.
Sorry, man. That works good for your superhero shit.
Right?
Sticks with the theme.
It really works.
Yeah. So what else is going on with everyone?
Yeah, man. It's freaking Monday.
Is it Monday?
Yeah.
I got some Donnie Burger. That's about to, when I'm done finishing the last plant of Velvet Punch being harvested, I'll get put into the flower tent.
Oh, they're already vegged out, right?
Yeah, they're vegging right now, waiting to go into the flower tent.
Oh, yeah.
But I got amiaces alongside it. So, should be fun. I'm going to finish one of them in my veg space just for fun because I have 2 amiaces plants. And I'm going to put one in the flower tent next to the Donnie Burger. And then one I'm just going to flower out in the veg space.
Yeah. I transplanted Godiva into one of the rows there too, so I have a American one genetics going.
I'd love to. I'm curious to hear. I just left a comment on your video that you just recently posted about your garden update. And you're talking about the B spec, and in the past, it sounds like you haven't been loving it so far in veg. But I'm curious how it would do for you in flower because I added a little bit of blue, and it's not as much as in there. But in my light, and I noticed that the spots where there's blue, it brings out way more purple in all those plants. And 440 nanometer blue is the one that I put in because like there's actually research to show that one, it increases anthocyanin production, but also it increases terpene production. So I'd be curious if you ever ran it in flower, if you'd like that at all, like on something that's super stretchy. Maybe it could help it shorten up the nodes a little bit.
Yeah, man, I'm just kind of on the whole like idea of things being in the spectrum being in balance. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't know the science on it or all the descriptions, but I know there's a range of pigments in what would be called the antenna of the leaf, and those pigments pick up all those like different little individual spectrums, and like when you talk about that specific type of nanometer, like in my opinion, I think that needs to be accompanied with a range around it of nanometers as well. It can't just be that one specific one. And like on the other side of it, where there's the photosystem 1 and 2 getting triggered in working in a what do they call it? It's a multiplier. So like 1 and 1 doesn't equal 2; it equals 10 when you balance those out together as far as like photosynthetic production. And that's kind of where like
Cumulative.
That's where I use the Emerson effect. So I use two different reds, 660 and 730. It doesn't need to be those exact nanometers, but it's a far red and a deep red combination. So Emerson found that those two together are more effective, like you're just talking about. The blue, I only say 440. I got that because the actual study that was done used 440 nanometer diodes, and that's where they found the increased anthocyanin production and increased terpene production. But I agree that you could get it from UV, UVA, UVB. I wouldn't suggest UVC in a grow light. It's more for like cleaning and sterilization, but UVC is like UV cancer. So you got to be careful when using that.
I run the Solacure bulb, their flower power bulb, which is UV A and B, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
And
that's what it is.
I mean, I should probably run a 4-foot bulb, but at the time I didn't have the money. So I just bought 2 2-foots, and I have one in each 10. In the last grow, I mean, running it 2 hours at like high noon, it just, the anthocyanin response was rapid. Like it came on a lot faster. The other royal spills didn't purple up until like the last week. Whereas though the ones that were under the UV were like week 4, they were a deep hue purple.
I'm definitely a big believer, but I think like Kevin Jodry said, the spectrum is like communicating something to your plant. So it's cool to be intentional with it. Like I did 3500K as my base, which is like a white that covers basically everything. It's got greens, it's got reds, it's got blues all in that white light. But then I boosted it up. That's what is that? 3500K, Smiley?
that's the
What
B
spectrum?
spec. That's the B
Oh, okay.
spectrum, or yeah, the B spec light spectrum or whatever. But see, they don't. It doesn't have over the
far red
730 or whatever. So I
a
think
lot of lights don't run a far red. I think like Science runs it now. Science LED.
I added mine.
Yeah, you
the
added
little
yours.
puck.
Yeah,
The
I think
Rapid.
Rapid makes a puck, like a far red puck. But
HLG used to make strips.
yeah, people are starting to add them into their lights now, though. Like
Yeah.
extra strips, like you're saying.
No, that's definitely cool because you can use what's the sunset and sunrise. So
Yeah.
after lights out for 15 minutes and before lights come on for 15 minutes, that can actually allow you to run 13 hours of lights on. And I don't know if I said this earlier, but Smiley, the blue is activating the cryptochrome in the plant.
that's kind of how the light communicates seasons and time of day and all that through the plant. Was kind of the idea of like, you know, how red light is there in morning and at night, and different times of the season you get more blue lights than red. And that's kind of a theory or thought on how the plants kind of understand what time of day they're at, what time of season they're at, and some of those things. But I definitely think that having those operating in balance gives you a lot more efficient, you know, photosynthesis is my understanding of that.
So what you were just talking about with the color spectrum shifting, I veg under 4000K. So like it's not super blue, it's like a bluish white. And then going from that to, like I said, that 3500K with the red and blues, it ends up being like 32 to 3300, depending on how much I've got it dimmed. So you get some of that effect. Okay, so that's 100.
Now that's from a 1,000-watt Hortilux Blue or whatever. There's sunlight. That's the closest production light that it matches sunlight. But look at how even it is across. Like there's some rise and fall to them, but there's not a real. I mean, in the green area, there's a spike, but other than that, there's not a huge like bump to like a certain nanometer in the spectrum, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is I think that
there is one at 805 nanometer, which isn't on there, which is infrared heat. 60% of that electricity goes straight to heating up the room. That's what people don't like to include on those graphs, but it is very good in the spectrum. And that's why they do so well. Like if you look at any greenhouse operation, almost all of them are using HPS or, metal halide still in the grid pattern.
Ceramic metal halide I have behind me. I run the 4K bulb in that. And then I wasn't overly impressed with it. I had decent weight, pretty good terpene production, but I think adding this LED is going to bump that red spectrum up. I think running the dual fixture is really going to turn out pretty nice.
So I ran CMH for a year and a half or 2 years before I switched over to LED, and I had the 3200 and 4300 are the two different bulbs, at least for like Philips, but I know that they're usually in that range. So the one that's in the 4000 is definitely on the bluer side. Yeah. So maybe try the 3200K bulb for flower, because that definitely packs a little bit more red.
Yeah, it packs a lot more red, actually. Yeah. But I'm the 4K, I have been told that the 4K does produce better terpenes. Like
I believe that.
And that's what I'm shooting for. If I was gonna shoot for weight, I'd be pounding it with salts. I'm a terpene hunter, so that's where I try and shoot for.
So this is the 315 ceramic metal halide one, and that does go up into the 800 nanometer on that scale. This is a
500-watt ceramic metal halide.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm just showing like the spectrum, how like what I mean. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at, is like that them spikes in there. That's where I think like having that blue spike, but I guess in my mind I was picturing it bigger than what it actually was, looking at it on the picture too from the B-spec one. But
dude, a little tiny bit of blue goes a long fucking way. I only have two. I put these little halos on there, and like I think it's like 3 out of 9 of the colored diodes are blue. And the guy's like, you don't want any more blue than that. He's like, a little bit of blue goes a really long way. And I thought, like, I want more blue because I want more terpene and more anthocyanin production. But just that little bit, I think if I added more, it probably would have reduced the stretch on a lot of plants more, and maybe had some more negative consequences. Like, I don't know. What is the thing that you're disliking the most about it?
Just the way the plants respond under it. Like, you guys are talking the anthocyanin response, but to my understanding, like kind of researching that's actually because of that imbalance in those the triggering of those phytochrome and cryptochromes, so one's getting triggered more than the other. It's going to leave what like a reactive oxygen species, which is basically like free radical kind of thing in us, what I mean? But the reactive oxygen species will react with like another cell wall or whatever. So it's dangerous to cells, basically, is what it is. And the way that happens in the electron transfer chain in a certain process. But when those aren't getting triggered together, that process gets interrupted, and it can produce more of that reactive oxygen species, ROS. And then the plant response is to increase its carotenoid production. And that carotenoid is a way that the plant can also deal with that product of the electron transfer chain without having it damage cells, you know what I'm saying? So that response of the repurpling, I don't know that it's, I guess in my mind yet, I'm not settled on the fact that it's a particular nutrient. that's causing that. You know what I mean? Like, oh, a lot of people see that and they want to talk about magnesium or they want to talk about calcium or those things, but I honestly almost am thinking that it's a natural response of the plant because of the light spectrum that it's getting. You know what I'm saying?
And I would agree with you totally. It's because with the UV, it's an absolute stress response. The anthocyanin, you know, it stops the chlorophyll production and starts doing the purple, the anthocyanin thing to darken and kind of try and shade itself from the strong UV light that we're adding.
It's
So
like
yeah,
sunscreen.
It is a
For a
shade.
plant.
It's not like shading it. It is different than that. I'm not
No,
I'm not
no,
knowledgeable
no,
enough
yeah.
on being able to explain it, but it's a way
I'm not.
that everything is dealing with the products of one of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's dealing
Why
with
is it undesirable though, Smiley? Why would you not want a purple plant? Because like anthocyanins are something doctors tell you to eat purple plants all the time. Purple kale is really healthy for you. Purple vegetables, all that stuff is really healthy for you. So why would you want to deny the plant from going purple? One, it has more bag appeal and value for if it's going to be sold at the street level, which not that I'm suggesting anybody do that, but for anybody who's out there looking to do that, increases the value.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but maybe Smiley saying more of like it's the forced anthocyanin response, not the natural. You know what I mean? Not that.
and I don't know that it's harmful to the plant for that.
No,
I'm not saying
and I
that.
don't.
But to me, me as the gardener, I'm not liking the way the plants look and respond to the light, and that's kind of moving them from, you know, I go from the 315 ceramic metal halide to the 600 watt blues, which are a little different spectrum than what I showed on the 1000, and then it goes under that LED, and that's when I start having to really see things going on with the plant. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really having to make adjustments there, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. Is it's like it's nice when I had the 1000 watts there, the metal halides, I could just move this from the 600 under that, and it wasn't like a spectrum shock to them. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I got to get red bars to add to that. They got them red bars I can add to them or something. Try my theory out, see if balancing it in that red would actually help, you know.
I've only used them together, so I couldn't ever say how the blue worked without the red. I definitely think that it helps. And my plants don't turn purple before day 20. This last time, the Velvet Punch, interesting thing. I found I was actually trying to pick for the more purple Velvet Punches at F1. F2, I was trying to pick for the more purple you know, you can't really predict until they start turning purple, right? In flower. And instead of turning purple, and I ran them both in winter because I knew it was going to be my seed run, and I just wanted to run it in the winter for this particular reason, to see if having it the potential to be a little bit cooler during certain times of the day or night could also help bring out a little bit more purple. But the F1s were purple at day 21 of flower, starting to show purple signs. The F2s didn't show purple until weeks 7, 8. I would say like 8, it started showing signs of purple, and then it faded pretty hard from 9, 10. I only pushed it further because I knew they had seeds in there and I wanted to get as many of them as ripe as possible, but it would have been ready at week 9 or 10 if it was for flower.
And for the record, Jack, I think we're talking about two different things there, because I'm talking about like the purpling in the stem and veg, you know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah.
And that's just kind of me being picky or whatever, but you know, like I just want to see that thing green all the way through, you know what I mean? And I want to see it nice and lush, and
they don't call me Jack Purple Stock.
Right.
So, Smiley, something I've noticed on this tester strain from Boneyard, the Bruce Banner 3 crossed with Space Cheese, is that some of these cultivars have like really nice green stalks, and then some of them do have that streaking purple, you know, but they're all in the same bed. So I'm leaning towards that being genetic, you know, not a deficiency or something along those lines.
Yeah, so. And I've heard guys talk about that as being, you know, the purple stem pheno or whatever. I kind of thought of that as a joke, to be honest. I never thought of that as being a serious like trait that they were tracing. I don't know. Maybe it is.
I do think, like, because cherry pie traditionally I think no matter how healthy it'll get, it'll have a little bit of the red stemming in both the stem and the leaves.
Let's see. I got one right here. The joggery cut.
There you go. Yeah, and I'd be curious. I mean, I wouldn't dispute a breeder like Breeder Steve, where he's seen just so many damn plants grown. You know what I'm saying? And he obviously knows how to grow a healthy plant. So like some of them guys, it's like I'm not trying to dispute that that's out there, but I honestly did think that was a joke at first when guys talked about a purple stem pheno. I thought that was a joke. Like they were like, that's a crappy clone you got, basically, kind of joke. So. Maybe wrong. Like the three leaf pheno. No, man, this is the one finger pheno.
You got one finger, you're in trouble. The three leaf thing I see sometimes on OGs when they're not the happiest. Some people swear that OGs will only throw 3 with a certain cut, like you said. Cheddar Bob, I can't, even when I went to zoom you in, is there any red? Because it looked pretty green to me.
It's pretty green. I mean, there's one little piece right here. I mean, it's green. So yeah, I don't know. The other one's a Bruce Banner, and that one's green as can be. A little tiny purple here and there, but more, 90% green.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
Happy gardens.
That's the tester.
My brother's setting up his first garden. I'm excited. I got him all hooked up with a good soil recipe. A buddy sending him a little care package of seeds. I'm sending him some seeds. Got himself a light, a little tent. So,
younger brother?
He's actually older. 4 years older than myself.
That's even more cool.
Yeah, little brother, fucking teaching him what's up.
Yeah, if I could get either of my older sisters to grow, that would be a large accomplishment in my adult life.
He's all set up, man. He's got a nice light. It's perfectly sized for he's doing it in a tent because honestly, he only uses so much, so he can get his full production with just a 2x4 tent, doing a few runs per year. He doesn't need anything crazy. And yeah, I'm just excited for him to get started. And he's got everything pretty much, except for the seeds.
Did Eagle fall out of his chair?
I think he's been having some issues with the connection, maybe, or maybe he's just trying to get work done.
I'm just fucking off in the background. I have nothing to contribute to the conversation, so I'm just fucking.
I was watching last night's episode, and I saw you take that digger.
3 of them, to be honest with you. Funny you bring that up there, Cheddar Bob, because fucking one of the wheels fucking come off the fucking stool. I about threw that fucker on the 3rd time. Look, I'm honestly sitting on the doctored up version. I still haven't taken the wheels off, but I put some big bitch wheels on there. See, these were them were what fell off. These are what I put on. This fucker weighs now. Now she's got some weight. She's got some weight. She won't flip. Yeah.
I stole my wife's like a massage chair. Oh yeah,
that thing's got a base to it. You ain't gonna flip that thing.
No, not little me. My feet barely touch the floor on the lowest setting.
I can't wait to meet you, man. It's cool. Like, because when you see somebody on camera all the time, you always talk about how like you're not tall or like a giant person, but then when you meet somebody in person, it's cool to see like how big like I just met Sungrown 707 is like a bigger dude. He's got a huge beard and he's tall. He's like awesome dude. And like Aaron the Grower is a little shorter than myself, but it's just cool meeting everybody in person. Can't wait to meet you guys someday.
You ever find your way out east? I don't fly anymore, so chances of getting me off this island are pretty slim. But I live in a destination, so the chances of some of you guys coming here are way better than me going there.
San Diego is a pretty good destination, not for nothing, but I would love to come visit you. Is there a bridge to the island, or do I have to fly there?
There's a bridge. We have an airport as well.
I could drive my happy ass there.
Just off the bridge, we have an airport. So
how long is the bridge?
Oh, I don't know. Not very long. It's not a real bridge. It's like a couple hundred yards.
So it's like just a few minute drive.
Yeah.
We can make that happen.
Yeah, man. You're more than welcome to come out here. I'll take you out on a lobster boat. Go catch some lobsters.
My wife and I are just all about the road trip now because we can camp in the car and free charging, so I'm not paying for gas. And I just went all the way up to Northern California and back, and it was a fucking great time. So we're gonna do a probably northern road trip at some point. Stop probably in Michigan, Ohio. I want to go up to Maine because I want to see you, Kenny House Genetics, other good people up there.
We'll go see Blue.
That'd be awesome.
We'll go hang out with Blue.
OG Avocado Tech.
Yeah.
Guacamole.
Yeah.
Bring him some San Diego avocado.
You can see his beast Boston Terrier. Dude, the guy has the biggest Boston Terrier I've ever seen in my life. It's like, I swear to God, 55 pounds. It's probably like 3 feet long. I mean, it's huge. It's full bred Boston Terrier.
That's big for a Boston Terrier. Sungrown 707 has a fucking Mastiff, and that shit would eat that little terrier.
Oh yeah.
That thing had to be 200 pounds, and it tried to make a move on my wife on the couch. It was a little slobber monster. Vigo the Destroyer.
There was some woman in Western Maine, and her neighbor had a Mastiff, and I don't know what happened, but it ended up ripping her arm off and her leg at the knee. Like, not biting it off, it ripped it off. Like a 250-pound Mastiff. Jeez. Just taking this woman and like...
Those dogs are no joke, man. Yeah, they're fucking beasts.
Dude, they're scary.
Yeah. Like a bear.
What is that little thing you have in your bong there? Is that a kazoo?
No, it's his yuppie setup he's got.
It's a vaporizer.
Does it make noises when you...
So, you ever
bong, music
Vapor
bongs?
Brothers, 1999, before Volcano?
No, the little douche thing you have in the bong.
Oh, this. It's a mouthpiece.
The little diaphragm.
I see what you're saying.
What is that?
It's called a mouthpiece.
Have to make the choice of spitting or swallowing.
Pretty much, yeah. That's what it is. So they actually make a filter for it. So if you smoke, it blocks out. I always try and find it, and I can never fucking find it. And I see it during the day.
That's the Peter Frampton attachment. Sorry.
There you go. Here it is. All right, so my wife actually smokes out of her bong. So they have these little charcoal filters. So instead of the tar or whatever that would go into your mouth and lungs, it gets filtered out. You can see they get like black. This one's not that bad because she's only used it a couple times. But actually, that might have been the one from when I vaporized. But yeah, it pulls out a bunch of shit. And they're actually normally used for like cup cough. So if you're like at a cup, these hang around your neck. If you want to like take a dab off the free dab rig instead of putting your mouth directly on somebody else's rig, it's a way to prevent yourself from maybe picking up something. You can even put a little joint in the tip of it.
Yeah.
I think something's worried about picking me up.
Here's the thing. I just don't want to be sticking my mouth like in the camera all night. So I think this looks a little bit better.
I'd be like,
I don't know. It also, to be honest, it narrows the gap on the bong, so you don't have to like put as much effort into the draw. So
Yep.
I don't know. Makes my life easy. Fucking, I will say, sucking on silicone is not as nice as glass, but the size difference makes it a little bit easier. That's
I'll have to make a quartz one to hang around your neck, and can be used seconded as a what are those called? The
A slingshot.
no, not the slingshot, but the things with the balls on the end that you like hook around people's feet. Remember? They were in all
I
like
know what
the
you're
cool.
talking about. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, see,
I know what you're talking about too. Is there a name for it? Isn't that a sling? You know what there?
It's
No,
no, it starts with a
slingshot's
C.
a slingshot's
called,
like
like,
that. The sling is
caltrops.
like
Slingshot was like what you're talking. They'd have a piece of cloth or the rock in there,
that's a rock sling,
and then
which
you
is
let go of
different
one
than
end
a
of it.
slingshot.
Okay.
I believe a rock sling is different than a slingshot.
All right.
This is way above my pay grade.
See, you guys know about
Call 'em
cannabis.
slingers.
I know about slingshots.
I need to know about fucking how to make kombucha because I need to go back and watch the Genetic Memory Farms episode. I was trying to tell people, oh yeah, you can make kombucha in one night. And they're like,
Get
no,
a
you
hold
can't.
of-
It has to ferment. And then I was like, well, I watched him do it live, so he must have done something ahead of time or what the fuck? I don't know. I need
Get
to
a hold
rewatch that
of get a hold of Josh Steensland. He had started his own kombucha, Steenland's Family Kombucha or something like that.
Yep.
Cheers to you. He was on the show, Organic Takeover. Love that episode.
Yeah, that was a good show.
We just used what was it? 2 bottles of water, 6 ounces of water, sugar, 1 bottle of kombucha, and
In your
that was
SCOBY.
it. We used that
bunch
as
of
a
tea.
source. We used that for a source.
Yeah, that's what I told
Yeah.
him. They didn't believe me. I was like, go watch the episode. Because I watched it. I saw that shit happen live. I was like, I know you can make kombucha in a night. And I was like, maybe it'll get better over time. But I watched it.
Did
I
you
don't know.
drink it, Ego?
He didn't make it. He
I
watched
did.
GMF make it.
Oh, okay. I thought you made it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he made it live on air there. There was 2 different methods. One was like to shake it up real good it was hot, and that speeded up the process, and you could use it in a couple of days. And then the other way he did it, it had to sit for like a week or so, and then you could start cutting it. But yeah, I just never. I had all the shit, and for one reason or another, I just never got around to it.
My wife makes
Just been
kombucha,
buying it.
or did. She used to make a lot of kombucha.
That's
I
cool.
feel like there's only so much stuff you could have on your plate at one time, Eagle. You know, you got a lot of plants to take care of, your kids, your family, your patients. If you ever are late on this, I was kind of busting your chops, like where's the wormhole earlier, but you said you go at 2:20, so I was fucking early over here, just eager beaver. But you
The
got
jumper
a lot of,
suit collection.
you don't know us.
It was supposed to be 2 o'clock. It was supposed to be 2 o'clock. And the first time I actually see you guys, you pop in there, Smiley was hanging out already, and I was trying to get things ready. And then Jack popped in, and I'm trying to get it to go live, and it's throwing me the error. And as soon as I went to let you in, Jack, I was like, hopefully he's got some advice. You fucking bailed on me there for a second. I was like, shit. And then I tried the phone and you popped back in. I was like, yes, hopefully he's got some tips.
I was of no help, but Eagle figured it out. So y'all can thank Eagle for getting the fucking wormhole live tonight. Wormholio.
I don't even know what I did. Persistence, that's the only thing I did.
Hey, that's the fucking, I guess, mantra of the show. Yeah. Never give up. Just fucking keep on grinding, keep hustling, keep trying. If at first you don't succeed, keep trying, you know, fucking try and try again.
Yeah, it depends what you're trying to do.
I guess that's a valid point. If you're trying to do something wrong, I guess you should keep trying until you get it
Everyone's muted.
With that said, I'm trying to go to bed because this fucking late harvest, even seeded velvet punch got me stony macaroni, bologna. Peace out, Eagle, Cheddar Bob, Smiley. It's been great
Hey,
seeing
Jack.
you
Have a
all.
good night, man.
Peace and love. Glad I was
Good to
able to
Hey,
catch up with y'all for a little bit, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.
me too. That sure looks good on you, Jack.
I was gonna wear mine over this tonight, but I didn't grab it in time before the wife and son went to sleep, and I'm not gonna take the chance of waking them up. So, jeez, Gus.
What's up, Gus? I was actually at the t-shirt guys thing today and talking to him. I need to get some more of the ones like different colors, but maybe a different version of the same shirt. You know what I mean? I keep mixing up that design a little bit there.
Are they all that
But,
same material?
Yeah. I get there's some of them are like a cotton feel, and some of them are like more the airy feel.
Yeah, I like
But,
that
so,
compression shirt feel. It's a lot more comfortable. It
I
feels.
he just got a big old embroidery machine, and actually thinking about getting, a couple hoodies or some shit, maybe some pants. Don't know. But I talked to him today. I'm trying to get some of these are fuck. I hate these. That version of shirt. The original. I grew some. I want to get some of that artwork on a shirt. So I kind of contacted. I grew some today and tried to get the best image that I could get. But I'm gonna try to get some of them as well. But yeah, I got some new shirts and stuff coming. So try to keep them coming. Try to keep them different. Cheers, Gus. We haven't got to say hello to you. Red Pills busted in it as well. You muted, Gus.
Thanks for letting me know. What's up, guys? Cheers.
Howdy, guys.
I just had a crazy fucking hilarious day, another day of going to get my morel mushrooms, right? I hope everybody knows what morel mushrooms are, Well, I have this spot that's in near Detroit, which you wouldn't normally find morel mushrooms, and there's this dude camping there, and I'm pissed off, So I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna go get these auto pots because I have all these fungus gnats, and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm sick of fungus gnats. Okay, here's another thing. I had worms come in from Uncle Jim's worm farm. I don't know if any of you guys fuck with Uncle Jim, but the past 3 times I got worms from Uncle Jim's worm farm, they've been dead, and he's had to resend them. And
Were they dry?
Dry as, dude, it looked like twigs. It looked like fucking.
Did you try rehydrating them?
I got them in a Tupperware with some lettuce, and I sprayed them a little bit with some water, a little.
That happened to me, and I don't know what process they use. Sometimes I've gotten live ones from them, and sometimes I've got them and they've been literally dry. And if you add a cup and a half of water to that soil mixture and cinch that bag back up and let it sit for an hour and a half, you'll have live worms in there.
Really?
It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, that's odd, man. With red wigglers, usually when you see them dried up, they're dead. So.
Yep.
No, they do dry them. I know I've seen that in his website where that's part of their shipping process because they get in a state where they're I don't know, they're more likely to survive, I guess.
It's been a couple hours, so I'm gonna grab them right now. Let's see what's up.
Don't all of us have a local source?
Hey, Red Pill.
For worms? Probably. There probably is.
Fish bait
honestly,
stores.
Yeah, Gus, there's a few of them right in Detroit area, actually.
Fish bait stores, you don't have to be, it doesn't have to be horticultural derived.
I usually look that shit up, and honestly, I do look up for availability. It's hard to find availability. it's easy to find people that have worms or a worm farm, but it's hard to find availability because everybody buys them out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you ever look at fish bait?
That's my only. Yeah, I have looked.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, dude. There's a few Detroit. I'm like Detroit, you know. So I'm like,
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, that's why I brought it up, because literally all of us live on the water. I think literally every single one of us in the chat lives right near water.
Yeah. No, I mean, I can, dude. I mean, I can find some earthworms and stuff like that, but it's like,
Yeah.
what's that gonna do me?
Nah.
Honestly, though, so here we go. Dude, it smells like it smells like redwood forest. You know, the fucking dead worms. But look at if you look, it's like clusters of dead worms.
Yeah, if you rehydrate, well, I don't know now, it might be too late, but if you
Dude,
stick all that right back in that bag and throw a cup of water in there.
It kind of smells good. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like the pig hide we use for lobstering.
Gus,
Like,
I just looked it up, man. Worm Cycle is a place right. It looks like right in Detroit. They got red wigglers.
Are they available?
I don't know. You want me to order them too?
No, don't do that. No.
I'm just messing around.
No, I know. Worm Cycle, is that Ann Arbor?
Check prices.
Hey, is Worm Cycle Ann Arbor?
Let me look.
I think I know. I think I remember looking that up. Honestly, dude, I looked it all up. I mean,
Plymouth, Michigan is what it's saying.
Plymouth. Okay. Plymouth.
That might be a local one to check. Cause I'm lucky, dude. I got Wormies GR and they're like 3 blocks from me. I just actually stopped by today and dropped some stuff off. Fresh off the fucking pile, man. That stuff's badass.
That's awesome, dude. I just I got a hot plant. A hot plant from Eastern Market. Cause I love beer, man. I want to brew my own little, beer. And there was a bunch of worms in it. I was surprised. Like there was a handful of worms that came from the fucking pot, and it was just a 1 gallon pot. And I was like, get out of here. That's awesome. These guys are fucking doing it organic, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that was cool.
That's cool.
Here's this. You guys got to see this. This is beautiful. This tobacco flower. Hold on. Let me see if I can switch. Look at that.
Nice.
I just been watching this thing bloom. I mean, I had this under CMHs. You got to understand. I didn't just have it in my window. So don't go thinking you guys can just grow tobacco out your window. But look at these blooms, the stamens or whatever. Look at how long they are. It's hilarious how they come out. I love it. They erect, you know?
Yeah.
They erect right out. Dude, they're so cool and they smell good too.
That's cool.
But yeah, man. I fucking ordered so many worms from
That sucks, man. Do you got a bin though? Do you got a bin for them, or what are you doing with them?
Well, I've had a couple of bins. I end up putting them in like my mom's backyard or my girlfriend's dad's backyard.
Okay.
Man, get a couple of those rippled sticks and go out there with some cardboard and
Yeah.
run it over and they'll come right to the surface.
Does that work?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It does work, man. And do you know what the thing though? The earthworm thing though, like I just feel like I end up starving them, you know, like I don't feed them good enough. And
I have something that can help with that.
Avocados?
If you don't care about destroying the world.
Dude.
Way to support the cartels, Cheddar Bob. Fuck.
Depending on how many avocados you use, you might get a free kilo of cocaine with that.
There's a fucking shelf in my local grocery that's like, hey, we got $1.50 for old avocados, and they'll have like 10 of them.
Go. Yeah, dude, they'll
Well,
flock to that shit.
I'm getting auto
20
pot.
27 Peruvians died for those 10 avocados. So
You know what? That's none of my business. I don't want to know nothing about it. Okay.
and 7.2 million gallons of water to grow those 10 avocados.
No, but for real though, I'm going auto.
Nobody's giving you shit about the hamburgers you eat. I mean, we went over that last night with Green
I love
13.
hamburgers.
I mean, the energy, the water,
Hamburgers.
food that goes into that hamburger. Eat a salad. Eat a salad.
You know. Yeah, I can't believe it.
After you say that, I want two.
Yeah,
Right.
been thinking about hamburgers all day.
Double
Hey,
hamburger.
Smiley, do you have a worm farm going on at all? Like a
I
worm
do.
bed?
Well, I actually had to restart mine because I killed them all.
It happens.
But it made they did have, I did get really good compost or whatever you call it. I don't think it was like finished castings, but it was really good, the material that came out of there. So,
Hey, in the bags of water only soil, when it says meat meal, what do you think that is?
true.
It's either ground up chicken or dead worms. You know what I mean? So
I can't imagine it's dead worms though. They disappear so fast.
yeah, but exactly, they disappear so fast. That's why it's a very good meat meal. You know what I mean? Because the worms are meat, and when they dry out, they disintegrate into soil like nothing. You know what I mean? So
They almost kind of disappear in a fungal mycelium too. There's like always I don't know, at least the ones I've seen in mine, they like almost turn into a web of mycelium and disappear.
dude. I love what you're saying, dude. Yeah, you're right. That's awesome, man. Yeah,
My
I've
worms
seen
never die.
Hey, I have a question
That
about
guy?
mycelium. When you make batches of super soil and then you start to store them / cook them, and then you open the bins or whatever you have them stored in, and it sometimes literally looks like 2 inches thick of that Halloween cobweb shit that you put all over your bushes and hedges.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God. Is there any way to take that and ferment it or put that into some kind of golden solution? Feed
Yeah,
that right to plants.
of course. You just do it. You know what I mean?
Leave it as it is in the soil, or is there a way to, like I'm saying, concentrate it?
Oh well, I
It's
would.
gonna be gone within a few days. Has been my experience with it.
Yeah, I would leave it in the soil. I mean, it's a specific process for that soil. You know, if you take it away, then you're interrupting that system, that symbiotic system that it's decomposing. You know, that's what's decomposing from the top. So, I mean, it's pretty efficient as it is. If you were looking to add something else, like you'd want to do some IMO collection or something like that.
Or maybe could not take all of it. Let's not disturb all of it. But in mushroom propagation, once you have your mycelium in a jar, one jar can be used to inoculate like 1,000 jars.
I would imagine you could do something like that, like put down some malted oats or something like that and collect it from there and then move it on to like a jar of oats and then seal that up and let that move through. And then,
all right. Hey, Johnny's not the only one who experiments to do. I'm doing mycelium experiments when I get around to it. So
I think you'd be better off picking one that's gonna hold up for a lot longer if you're gonna put the effort into it, though.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen. It just naturally happens when you make super soil. And
you're gonna grow an extra thumb.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna quit organics and I'm going to auto pots with cocoa and Floraflex. 100%.
Okay.
I'm sick of gnats. I'm sick of people sending me bunky worms. You know, I'm having a rough time right now.
Did you come on so I could talk you down or something? Like, whoa.
Dude, you know what, man?
Is this an organics prevention hotline or something like that?
I'm sorry I'm in the
Gnats
dark.
could
Just
be-
slow down, Gus. It's gonna be okay, man.
Yeah, cover
Guys, I've been
crops,
having
dry things up a little bit, a fan under crops there. Little things, steps can take care of them gnats, man. They're not
It's
that
been
bad.
3
They're not that bad.
times. 3
Little
times
days.
that Uncle Jim's has fucked me.
Little days make big weeks.
Yeah, and then here I am stuck making teas of shit, and I have to go source it from the grocery store. And I rather just use my leftovers and worms, but I can't ever get live worms because Uncle Jim's is fucking me. You know what I mean? Like, it's over and over. Yeah, I got some FAA and some KNF inputs, but it's not good enough. It's not. And I get gnats like crazy.
That's from watering, over watering.
Well,
much
no,
work.
I understand that, but every time I use DNC, dude, I dry my shit out. I do dry out stages. I follow the like, I don't know if you guys ever seen the videos from Greenhouse Seed Company, but how they dry their fucking plants out. That's what I do. I do dry out stages, you know?
Oh yeah, yep.
And yeah, so I dry my shit out. So and I use a lot of fucking sticky traps and shit. But anytime I use DNC, which I love what happens to my plants after I use the water only DNC. But every time I use it, I get gnats like crazy, dude. And I know it's the grocery store by me. They get shit that's like just old or something.
I don't know if it still exists, but it's the one time I had to use it, and I might have gotten lucky because it took care of the problem that I had, and I didn't have to keep battling it. But I had gnats one time that got delivered to me on the body of a buddy of someone who was also growing. Anyways, it really didn't come from his plant or like a transfer of a clone. It came from him being around his plant. Gnats like literally buzzing around him like the Dirty Kid and Charlie.
Pigpen.
Pigpen, thank you. Yeah, he's in Charlie Brown, Pigpen. He had gnats flying around him, and I ended up getting gnats. And the product I used to take care of it was GoNat.
GoNat?
Yep.
Okay.
You know, gnats aren't a destructive insect. They're just more of an annoyance. I mean,
dude, I live in an apartment.
Carpets.
I live in an apartment and carpets. Yeah, I mean everything about it just like sucks for me.
I'm right there with you, because a lot of people would be like, why do you like whatever, hate the situation that you have to grow in, like I'm happy growing in a tent, and I'd be like, because I got carpets.
Oh, I love growing in a tent.
The carpets is the problem. It's not the tent. It's the damn.
I vacuum all the time. I vacuum all the time. Like sometimes I slack sometimes, but I vacuum all the time. It's just the fact that, dude, I could have a self-automated system, right? Mm-hmm. And my brother is doing Floraflex right now, okay? And
that's what living soil is.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, there's nothing easier. Do you know how there's so much more work that goes into deep water culture and really deep water culture, between measuring and water temperatures and making
sure if you're doing a really slow drip system with Floraflex, I think you're pretty safe. But
here's what I was gonna do. I was gonna do a self pH Taurus Hydro. It's like whatever reservoir you have, they have something that fits it, and it pHs it, so I don't have to add any pH down or pH up. And then I was gonna just clip that into my reservoir with my heater or whatever I need. I'm just so, dude. Okay, here's the thing. I've been doing organic for like shit. At my mom's. I learned it from my mom. You know what I mean? And doing it in a vegetable garden. But so I've been doing it for a long time, you know, but the fungus gnats are just fucking ridiculous in an apartment, dude. It's crazy. Like if you get one bad batch and you don't pasteurize it yourself, like I have to make a self-pasteurization machine to fucking
Yeah,
pasteurize shit.
I don't know. Just because I've seen someone do it, I don't know how efficient or even beneficial it is. But I did know someone that had a.
What is
Well, as Jack pointed out.
why are we pasteurizing soil? You mean like heating it up?
Yeah, like to 160 or 170 for like 45 minutes at least. Yeah.
I do know someone that did have a chameleon. Actually, I don't know if that's a beneficial organism, but he did
Yeah.
have a chameleon loose in his grow tent or in his grow room.
Yeah, I feel like that would actually hurt the chameleon being in a grow tent.
I mean, you can always order some nematodes and some predatory mites.
Yeah,
that takes care of fungus gnats really, really quick. I mean,
I have, and I've used. Okay, so I use mosquito bits. I use predatory mites, and I use the amazing Dr. Zymes. Okay.
And you're pasteurizing your soil.
Well, I quit pasteurizing a while ago, but like if I'm gonna keep doing it, I'm gonna have to pick it up because if I don't pasteurize, dude, honestly, like I'm picking up so much shit from the grocery store. The grocery store is my fucking worst enemy. That's my thing. If I locally source things, yeah, I'd be fine. I'd be fine. I know that. But I have to use the grocery store because, like, dude, I'm in Detroit. Everything goes like so quick. I use Craigslist a lot, you know, looking for the free shit, like free manure, free everything, free everything. It goes so quick, man. Like people just eat that shit up. So there's no room for somebody like me. I'm like, hey, I need a half a yard. You know what I mean? Not even like I'm like, hey, I need like a fucking tote full of this shit. They're like, yeah, we got people that are ordering, you know, way more than that. So it's like, okay, I can't get locally sourced stuff because I have to go to the grocery store. And for some reason, the way they store shit, I mean, I get all these gnats and all these fucking. Sometimes, I mean, I've had spider mites before, and I know it didn't come from here.
Doesn't gnat larva live in compost, and isn't compost included in most bag soils of some sort?
To my understanding, the fungus gnats are going to lay their larvae on anaerobically decomposing.
Exactly, like swampy shit, you know?
Yeah, so like if it sat outside and then got rained on and whatever, it's going to become a desirable thing to a fungus gnat to invade if it's anaerobically decomposing.
So yeah, so I'm stuck here sourcing shit.
Yeah, typically watering is the answer of, you know, I don't know.
Well, I've done diatomaceous earth is my probably my best thing that has worked out. I mean, I was
gonna say that Johnny says that dry stall stuff or whatever. He was talking about that too, and I think that was drying up the top. And I do think diatomaceous earth kind of does too, but
yeah, you got to be careful with the diatomaceous earth and how you water, though. You know what I mean? It depends how you're watering and what you're doing, you know.
Also,
hey, guys, I was watching fucking Future Cannabis Project today too, a little bit on the James Loud show, and somebody asked, no, listen, guys, somebody asked him, he's like, hey, do you ever smoke? Do you ever grind up some of the weed you fucking breed or whatever? And he was like, no. And dude, guys, I froze up and I was like, I instantly commented, I was like, I'm breaking shit up right now. Some seeded fucking breeded weed. Look here's my seeds. Here's my weeds.
No crushed seeds.
Listen, who who the fuck doesn't smoke smoke the shit that they're fucking getting seeds out of though? Like what are they doing to it to make it not smokable? What the fuck?
Well,
That's
I think
weird.
literally Jack was just on here doing that, and I've done that too. So I've done it.
Yeah, like I got a few joints to roll up right here. You see that?
Eagle's theory is it's stonier. Like,
Yeah. Dude, 100%. I got Gorilla Glue 4 that's supposed to be a fucking sativa. This one is. And dude, it grew like one. It did. It was a short flower though. But I'm gonna tell you something. It gets me stoned as fuck. It makes me forget shit. Like I Gorilla Glue always does that. And here's another trait I love about Gorilla Glue. It makes me cough shit up. It makes me cough up my fucking
yeah.
It makes the resin or tobacco that I've been smoking loosen up, and I cough it up. I love it. I love Gorilla Glue.
Cannabis is an expellent. Is that what it is called? Expellent.
Expectorant.
That's it. That's
Expectorant. There we go.
not all of those. I think some of it definitely is.
With that strain, I've noticed it too, and it has to do with like that certain. A lot of people pick it up as like a vanilla envelope kind of scent, or like a old book pages kind of scent. But
Yeah.
to me, that one kind of it goes down smooth, but clears everything out going out. You know.
Yeah.
And a couple other ones do that too, like anything that's really pure strawberry taste.
Oh man, I haven't had a pure
Strawberry
strawberry taste in a while.
Yeah.
Few years.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just psychologically, I'm programmed because it's strawberry cough, right? But anything like that, like the second you breathe it in and you can taste strawberries, then all of a sudden it makes your chest tight, and it concentrates and flour, so it doesn't have to do with like unfleshed flour. But then you're coughing immediately, like the second you trap it in your lungs, it's like that expansion type smoke.
Well, all I can say is this Gorilla Glue really expands the resins in my lungs, and I expel them quickly. It makes me cough some shit up that I didn't know I had in my lungs. Like I'm like, wow, this is some fucking crazy fucking weed. Every time I smoke it, every time. I love Gorilla Glue.
Oh, I was also going to say, I think they recharacterized a lot of those chemdog and a lot of chemdog derived hybrids as indica dominant hybrids now. Because for a long time, people thought they're sativa. And it's one of the weird things that has nothing to do with the effect. Like you said, it's overall more of a stoned effect.
Yeah.
But somehow something about the growth attribute somehow made it to like Leafly and like Weed Hub, like that kind of
Crash.
Well, they made it seem like based on its growth characteristics that it's a sativa, so they wrote it down as sativa dominant hybrid. Versus where like any other description of every other strain that they have is all based on its effect. But somehow, for some reason, since Chemdog, Sour Diesel, GG4,
Chocolate
they all
D.
got characterized. Yeah, they all got characterized as a sativa dominant hybrid just because they stretch a lot in flower. So someone was like, I stretch a lot in flower, that means it's sativa.
Yeah. Yeah. But here's another thing though. I think it has to do with that daze. Because every time you hit a Gorilla Glue, like a true Gorilla Glue, like I'll say it. This isn't true Josie Wales shit, bro, from Detroit. I got a clone growing right now of it, but this is not that. This is some Mendocino, right? 2020 Mendocino glue sniffer. And it's honestly, this is closer to the glues that I've smoked from dispensaries near me, and I'm in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, This is great.
Well,
On top of that, listen, they bred it with some shit called the whip, right?
Mhm.
And they hit it twice with the same thing. So they F2'd it and then they F2'd it after that. So they, basically stabilized it after they got to 6. If that makes sense. I went from 4 to 6, but really they did that with this. And I'm telling you what, man, it has a filet mignon fucking Gorilla Glue taste to it. It's crazy. It's so good.
I
So
want to grow the whip, cause that,
What's up,
when you
Rez?
said that, that fucking took me back. That was a phrase my mom used when I was young about whatever like good. That shit's the whip. So that actually, that term right there, if I could find that strain, I would actually grow that out just for memories of my mom's like right there. Fucking that shit. That's funny. It's fun.
Dude, I've been looking
would
for
be
that ever since they said that they crossed this with the whip. I've been looking for the whip and I can't find the whip. I've been looking for the whip.
You find it, let me know. Let me know. And I'll do the same because if I know it's out there, I think I'll keep my eye.
That is why he named it that way too. The whip. That's where that name came from, Eagle. That term that your mom was saying.
the Michigan
Yeah.
lingo.
Huh?
Oh, this is
Michigan
this is
lingo.
Mendocino.
Yeah, but
Actually.
they are from Michigan. Or
Yeah.
one guy was. Yeah.
Yeah, Gorilla Glue.
No, the guy
Well-
from 2020 Mendocino is like got origins in Michigan.
I don't know anything about those. I don't know anything about big dudes, dude.
What I
Honestly.
was gonna say about Gorilla Glue is when I lived in Colorado, I used to go to I live in Colorado Springs. Denver was more strict on the social clubs. They were definitely not legal in any way. This place
Yeah,
ended up.
because it was easy. That's a Greyhound. Like that's a travel hub, dude. Denver.
Yep.
That's easy to fucking constrict things and
They weren't having it at all in Denver. They shut it down before it even got up and running. But in Colorado Springs, we had literally 2 right next to each other. It was the Lazy Lion and the Speakeasy. And the Lazy Lion was ran by a pretty like flamboyant baller, right? He was like he would be driving down the road like in a Rolls Royce Phantom, and he'd have like a Louis Vuitton smoking jacket, and he'd be smoking out of like a $15,000 slop cup and that kind of shit. And at this Lazy Lion place, he had a glass booth in the actual lobby. It wasn't like guarded or like you had to get into a door that you had to like a little buzzer or alarm to go through. Just straight up in the lobby, he had like Joe P, Banjo, Salt collab, the Queen Bee. I don't know if anyone follows Flav 421. If anyone knows him through
Queen
Bubble
Bee.
Man. He has the mini bee and like the whatever junior bee or whatever.
Right.
And this guy has the Queen Bee, and he has a whole bunch of other Hoobs, the guy that does the shoes, and it's like the same thing. It's a Hoobs, Salt, Banjo, Joe P collab, and it's like a big old boot stepping in like a puddle of oil. Anyways, this dude had like $1.5 million in a glass collection sitting at his social club. But that's just a little side tangent. But I got to try the chocolate diesel, the sour dub, and Chem Sis there before it was ever bred into Gorilla Glue. And out of those, it doesn't have really at all any of the taste as Gorilla Glue, but the chocolate diesel to me was the best out of the 3 of those strains. To me, out of all 3 of those, the Chem Sis is the flavor profile that comes through the most. That's all.
That's all. What's up, Rez?
Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is having a good evening. I've been listening. So, but you said chocolate. Here's chocolate right here. That's chocolate hanging behind.
Nice.
Yeah, I was just in there trying to jigsaw a couple braces on that lanky girl in the corner. She's falling all over the place. You know, I fixed that on my first grow by leaving a stem about this big. When I chopped the big top off, I left about this much. I was able to tie anything that might have fell onto that center wise, you know, instead of messing with anything on the outside. I didn't do that on this one. I didn't leave the nub. It's a little more lanky, so she's super sticky, and I really don't want to cut her down yet.
What are you feeding it, Rez? I thought you were just doing the M3 soil.
I am.
Oh.
What did I say?
You just said you were feeding it.
No, I was. Oh, did I? That's not what I said, but I was tying it together.
Oh.
Maybe I was just talking fast. For slurry, I just hit some of this stuff that I cut off. I mean, quick dry. You know, I still got tons of stuff in jars, but stick it out well up here for a day, and then stuck it out in the truck for about 5 hours, and then set it on here, and then ground it up and smoke it. It's not too bad. So that early stuff. So, but I listened to the show last night. I wasn't able to stay awake, but I listened to it today. So I wanted to ask a question. First of all, I'm gonna go back to the comment about tonight. You just said about Gorilla Glue makes you cough that shit up. Any good hit off a bong will make you cough that shit out your lungs.
Dude, I hate bongs. I hate bongs. I got bad lungs, man.
And but you said last night, you said if you cut the top off a plant, you kill it. And you were talking about a plant that was growing in flower, you didn't want to cut the top off, Smiley. Are you actually saying that if for plants like 6 weeks in, it gets too tall and somebody takes that top off, it really affects the plant that much, it'll kill it?
I guess I don't recall what you're referencing there, but I don't know. And
yeah, you guys were talking about training and topping, defoliation and it was right when Tal was talking about, yeah, but if I take these leaves off and this leaf takes losing this much photosynthesis, the light's being gained somewhere else. And you were talking about, well, you don't want to take a top off a plant because you end up killing it. I mean, like if I went in here to this right now and instead of taking a branch off, just cut the top off, it won't kill a plant, will it?
No, not typically.
Okay.
It'll
maybe
kill
you
the
were
yield, dude. It'll
maybe
kill
you
the
were just
yield.
referencing in the vein of the what's the term you use for the main one when you got it when you grow them singles at the top? What's it called? No, the stem. It's called the meristem, right?
Yeah, apical meristem.
All right, so
it's the dominant.
If you cut the top, they say, I've heard it said, I'm not a scientist, but anytime you move any top off the top, so when one goes and leans, that means it's transferred from its top being the top of the point to somewhere else on the plant. So every time my plant leans, everything's shifting, right?
Well, yes and no. It's about I mean, to get real technical about it, the auxin travels down through the xylem or through part of it. It has channels that it travels through, and then when you lean it, it's kind of gravity oriented, but when you lean it, that concentration in the stem changes because of the way you've leaned it. It's no longer feeding from that top stem, the auxin down, and that triggers the auxiliary stems to start growing. And it'll do the same if you were to remove that top meristem. The only difference is you're not removing plant material. You're just bending it over to get the same effect out.
Well, cherry lime is like that.
But it's not like removing the brain of the plant. I mean, it kind of is if you're taking it like that. But the plant responds in a way that
cherry lime haze was like that too. If you didn't plant it perfect, if you didn't transplant it perfectly perpendicular and level, it would, like by 2 weeks after it was transplanted, it would literally just like auto top itself and become this huge, really nice bush. It's almost where it was like beneficial to not transplant it perfectly vertical. Well, you transplant it with a little bit of a slant, it would be this super nice bush without even topping it once.
Yeah, but who the fuck has cherry lime haze anymore?
I did. This was only like 2.5 years ago in Colorado. Someone still has to have that shit.
Do you know anyone that still has it?
Well, I got it from Kind Love, the dispensary, that clone. They might still have it in circulation. They kind of switch in new implants. Like I really wanted their
usually when they're selling clones, they're giving away. They're giving shit away because they don't want it no. I'm from Detroit, dude. I know a lot of people that are fucking in that shit. I'll be straight up. When they sell clones, they're giving that shit away. They don't.
Okay, well, that might be the case, but this happens over like a 2.5 year process before they get tired of.
For sure, Colorado's different too.
Yeah,
I know that. You know, but I know people, the same kind of people that run the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I've had lots of good stuff from there. Clementine, we had really good Clementine clones.
Collectives and home growers are two different things. You know what I mean? Like home growers are something I can trust, are people I can talk to on here, shit like that. Collectives, they're savage, fucking Shark Tank kind of people. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when you get a clone from them, it's kind of like,
Well, I can tell you from experience, never had bugs, never had mold, only got
of course.
The result from this. It was a good Kind Love. I don't know if the reputation dropped or their consistency is the same. I haven't been there in 2.5, or I haven't gotten a clone there from like 2.5 years, or I don't know how. I'm losing track of time. I don't even know what day it is or what time. No,
that's okay. Hey man,
I heard it was
May 11th, Tuesday. Okay, but I'm just kidding.
Hey, before I forget, my reason is I want to go that real tall one in there. It's real close to the light, closer than I wanted it, but it seems okay on most of them. One of them round up a little more, and I just want to go in there and cut that one off, and the one that's leaning real bad, just cut the very top off, just so I can see what happens. Plus,
Hey, you're not gonna
it over.
How far into flower is it?
40 days today.
Oh,
it's gonna make seeds. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not gonna kill the plant. You're just gonna, you know what I mean? You're just removing that part of it that would yield.
Yeah. I would imagine that stresses it out though. Like, okay, because look at, I'm sitting here looking at my tobacco plant, right? It's flowering. And I'm like, if I cut off a couple of them flowers, it might make it flower sooner, like some of the other buds that are formed. So maybe when you cut it off, it might make it, it might tell it, hey man, here we're getting fucked over. We got to fucking hurry up and flower, or it might even make it speed or something. That's what I would think. Cause like every time I've come into a outdoor plant that's been fucked up from the elements, it grows seed, man. Like it, not like majorly, but it grows seed. And I think it's because it's been fucked up by the elements so much. Like the plant.
I know one thing I learned in the last 24 hours was if you let a plant dry out that you've been keeping on a good schedule that's really looking really healthy, if you let it dry out some, it'll harden it up and it won't droop as fast.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, this thing hardened up. It's not drooping like it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, do I let it go further? I said, no. I said, but I ain't giving it a full watering like I normally have. I give it about half as much.
That's when I give it a full. That's when I give it a full feeding, man. That's when I fuck it up.
I've been giving it hammering and the whole. It's been getting full the whole time. I mean, I'm in a mix. So what? Cheddar Bob, yes, they pasteurize it. They heat that shit. Even the stuff that the M3 mix, part of it's homogenized, pasteurized.
That's smart. That's smart because there's some bugs you don't want, man. You know what I mean?
That's how any bugs in that mix. I bought a whole pallet. I haven't found one bug yet.
I haven't tried M3 yet, and I'm excited because, dude, like I said, I'm about to switch to fucking Floraflex. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's the fucking basically mind. It's basically like mind bullshit that
toss your bag first before you try M3. Any of those are like that. Give them a good toss and rolling on the ground.
I don't want to get all into what I've been preaching for a while, and someone finally developed. something that I was telling people about. But salt nutrients, what a lot of people forget is there's multiple different grades. There's like food grade, pharmaceutical grade, analytical grade, there's horticultural grade, there's commercial grade. And a lot of times people they get horticultural grade. And that's when you mix salt nutrients and stuff and you see like weird sand particles and like gravel and that kind of weird shit floating around in there. And then for a long time, I'm like, I wonder if anyone has ever taken the time to just take those compounds, the actual molecules, like in this case, say like calcium sulfate or magnesium carbonate or something like that, right? If they just made like the isolated pure crystalline form of that and made that. And that's basically what Floraflex is. If you look at it, it's like white powder, like sugar.
Hold on to that thought. You say they make it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's where I'm like, sometimes they mine it. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, but that's I mean, then they isolate it too. It's like the technique it would be
it's already
recrystallization.
isolated by the form of
No, it's dirty, it's impure, it would be considered crude.
yeah, but
actually it's called sponge. In the mining term, it's called sponge.
Yeah, but listen, no, yeah, but you can clean it up, dude. What I'm saying
they treat it, you know where I don't want to take in a conspiracy where you know where fluoride comes from, right?
Let me say this. I'm a gold miner, right?
Yeah.
I'm a gold miner. Okay. I'm looking for
Detroit?
gold. I'm looking for gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Detroit, brother, I got Canadian glacial mountains that have melted over and made our creeks. I believe there's gold here. But anyway, I'm just saying stereotypical. I'm just making up a mythical story here, okay? I'm a gold miner, right? I'm looking for gold. Do you think I'm going to say this is crude gold or this is fucking fool's
That's not how gold forms.
If it's gold, listen.
Gold is a metallic element. We're talking about a mineral.
We're talking about minerals and
gold. That's one more concern. Yeah, gold doesn't come in a mineral form. It just comes in metallic.
But
pure element form.
Okay, but let me finish. Minerals like a rock dust, right? So that's mined. So what I'm trying to say is these things have formed in nature for us to be able to suck them out and fucking put them in a bag and sell it, dude. Like nature has made these mines for us, has built up over time in certain deposits. We have found out, oh, hey, this is high in this is high in that. And we fucking mine it. And then we sell it in NPK form. Do you understand that?
Where do they mine your nitrogen source?
Okay, I can mine that out of my fucking you know. Come on. You know
what I'm trying to say is what you pull out of the ground is like a bud, and Floraflex is like THCA isolate. That's what I'm trying to say is they take the minerals that come out of the ground and then they isolate them in their pure forms. So they're super water soluble and there's no impurities whatsoever.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of fucked up. Yeah.
Very fucked up.
Yeah. But you know what's fucked up is breathing it. Have you ever inhaled a gnat and not been able to get it out of your lung and then wondered, oh shit, my buddy No-Till Net is fucking microscoped a fucking egg of a larva of gnats and it still lives after it's squished. And you're like, oh my God, that's in my fucking lungs, dude. Have you ever thought that?
I've had worse things up my nose.
I was gonna say I get more gnats in the eye than in the mouth.
Gus, there's no arguing that.
Shame on you.
Inhaling fucking fungus gnats for sure, dude.
Dude, I fucking hate inhaling fungus gnats, and it's like my worst enemy.
You know, there's a good cure for fungus gnats because they like to reproduce, right?
I got parasites because of that shit. Watch.
If they come out and they start flying, if you don't let them reproduce again, then you can end the cycle. you make sure that your vent in the tent, because they will fly as soon as you tap a pot, right? It's on max high, and you tap the pot and you wave, and they'll all get sucked right up that tube.
Yeah, you know how you get rid of fungus gnats, Gus?
That's smart.
You know how you get rid of fungus gnats? You go buy cocoa from the same grow store.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. Oh, stop it, you fucker. You fucker.
Find a different grow store.
No, he's saying, he's like, dude, he's about to switch to Floraflex. What's the difference, you know? Like, I'm about to go from soil to cocoa. What's the difference, you know?
Who's on the floor for that much?
That's just being funny.
Are you going?
Honestly, man, what you're talking about's a great setup too, man. I got buddies that grow that way too, and it's fucking killer. So the model pots rock, the cocoa rocks. What, you know what I mean? If you can find a reservoir to supply it and have the nutrients stay in solution the way you want, that's
until I can get outdoor, until I can actually get a fucking functioning, like, semi-outdoor and outdoor setup, because that's what I want, is an outdoor setup. I don't want to grow indoors. That's like, it's not, it doesn't make sense to me to have animals and myself so close to these soils and these byproducts of fucking guanos or whatever, these shits, these cow manures and meat meals and feather meals. You don't know what the fuck's mixed in with that shit, what kind of larva's tossed in there and fucking living in there. You really do not, because a lot of us don't have microscopes. I know one person that has a microscope, okay? And he fucking studies that shit like a motherfucker. He's seeing shit in there, and he's
that's
like,
the
I don't understand.
Friend, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
you need to go to a dairy farm, man. You go to a dairy farm and work in a dairy booth for a day, and you won't ever worry about the stuff you're worried about now.
Yeah, if you're worried,
years old,
if you're worried about stuff
shit in their
under
mouth, man.
Yeah, if you're worried about stuff under a microscope, you should just stop growing cannabis altogether, because that doesn't stop. That doesn't stop with cocoa and bottled nutrients.
I know what he's worried about.
You stop. There's a few people that I know that you guys all follow too, that have fucking gotten that lung parasite from fucking backwater. Okay, I know you guys know who I'm talking about. And there's Nick Risden, who has Lyme disease. Okay, from fucking.
That's from a tick. That has nothing to do with.
Yeah, but
it has nothing to do with cannabis.
Listen, though. But listen.
I will not stand for this bad bat guano propaganda.
Dude, what the fuck am I talking about? You guys don't know what I'm talking about? Come on.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
hey, it's the Chinese. Hey, have some respect. It's the Chinese year of the bat. Come on.
You got
raise chickens.
No, he's talking for real. You don't want to breathe that shit. There's a fucking fuck up that happens in your lung. You can get some weird fucking.
Well, then guess what? Then you can have a fucking class action lawsuit. Class
Yeah,
action lawsuit.
Just say no to bat guano. It's all good. I don't use bat guano.
I love bat guano. It makes your weed taste better. Don't not use it.
Oh my god!
Because
I mean, be smart about using it. Know how to use it.
Do you guys know? Hey, this is a mind trip. Looking up, you don't believe me.
Don't
your body needs.
Don't cut up lines of bat guano.
Hold on. Your body. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Okay, but hey, your body needs arsenic to synthesize DNA.
Oh yeah, give me tons of arsenic there, fucking red pill.
Well, I'm just telling you, it's the truth.
So too much white rice will do you in with your arsenic, buddy.
Yeah, but
simply.
Yeah, I mean, if you eat too much, soy, you're gonna grow.
But the same thing with not arsenic. I think it's the same thing as with arsenic, but sardines. You eat a lot of sardines, you'll have arsenic in your diet. But it's beneficial. You need lead, arsenic, iron, chromium, vanadium, selenium. You need all those metals in your diet. That's
Well,
good for you. It makes you live a long time. It'll make you live 100 to 120 years if you have it in your body.
it only makes sense that we filter all that shit out at the right, percentage that we need everything, as we take it in, because we are a living organ, basically. Every single thing we do in our body functions and fucking just like seriously is just a super fucking metabolite for every single fucking thing that hits it. So that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense, man.
Yeah, dude.
Cannabis, dude.
Technology is doing what it did in the past, and man's knowledge is destroying it. I was struck by something last night. Somebody I heard a while back say, it takes more carbon, like almost 3 times as much, to make one of the big giant windmills than it actually produces ever in the outcome of money for the carbon. The motors only last 5 years. It takes 12 years or 14 years to pay one back, right?
Well, if they had put
Here's the
if
negative
they put
part.
150 years of research into wind turbines, like they have diesel engines, combustible engines, maybe we'd be ahead of the curve on that. I mean, like, yes,
No, the reason, but that's not the negative part about it. Even they're wasting all that time and money on that, is that it's not birds it kills a lot of bats. And the reason it kills a lot of bats is that the bats come after the bugs because the bugs are drawn by the hum. The bug infestation it's already started to take over the planet. You just don't see it. You do little things like that it's like, how are all these bugs around? We never had these bugs before. Well, you might be killing all the freaking bats that eat a lot of the bugs. And a lot of other things.
You might be spraying a whole bunch of pesticides and shit that are now legal all over the country and killing all the bugs anyways. And the bats are dying because they don't have shit to eat.
That too.
Better.
Instead of a few windmills, really? Come on, man.
I'm just saying that's another additive. Okay, we had the pesticide. Now we add the windmills, and then you add something else. So that's one more. Yeah. So the pesticides, for sure. Man.
Can anyone back me up with this, or at least make me feel more at peace of mind? But when
you're gonna have to buy a hooker for that. You're gonna have to pay $5 a handy.
When I was a kid, there used to be a lot more lightning bugs, right?
Yep.
Lightning bugs.
Yep.
And now they're gone. When's the last time you seen fucking lightning bug?
We have like a couple weeks in the summer in certain areas, fields, tall grasses, where you'll see lightning bugs, but certainly not everywhere like you used to. It's the same thing it's the same thing with mosquitoes, June bugs. Every type of bug here in Maine that you used to see has dwindled in population. You don't get them on the windshield anymore like you used to back in the 80s and 90s.
The biting gnats,
are they all coming to Michigan?
Right?
I said to a biker today, I'm like, how do you ride around up here, man? There's times when I drive around up here in northern Michigan, it sounds like a fucking hailstorm, and it's June bugs. It fucking feels like it's denting your shit out driving down the freeway, man.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying there aren't populations and stuff, but the mass number of insects is dwindling, and we're
then get a motorcycle and drive around with a big smile on your face and see how many bugs are there.
A donor cycle. I'm staying off a donor cycle, man.
Light bugs are pretty prevalent here as well, too. There's like down in towards Owasso, man. There's times of year, as Gus is saying, man, you can or what's it, you Cheddar Bob? You can actually see. You go to one spot where there's like a railroad in, like twice a year there, and they actually fucking light up the whole fucking almost a track. It looks like for miles. All the light bugs. It's actually super cool to go watch. But
is it like a certain type of plant there on that they're attracted to there or something? Or
I've never really looked into it that deep to be Cheddar.
Isn't it right on the highway?
That's cool though.
It's super cool to witness.
There's a lot of weird shit that happens in Michigan, man.
There's
We
bugs
should,
that happen in the man.
The next time that happens, Eagle, we should each take some tincture and meat and go on a walk together and look
Hey,
at
I
the
have a
lightning.
question
And we
about
can look
that.
at the little lightning bugs and follow them around.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
Chet.
remember a while ago I mentioned those crazy red scorpions that I found when I was a kid?
In Montana.
Nice.
Dude, you read my mind, dude. It's funny because actually now I'm here in Wisconsin, but I was gonna say something about Montana.
It was Montana, right? That you were talking about.
No, here in Wisconsin. I'm in Wisconsin. That's where I was when it was a childhood memory. But
Okay. All right.
what I was gonna bring up now happened in Montana.
Okay.
I took a trip out west with my dad.
To
It was like
Montana.
2002. Out west to like Montana, South Dakota. We went to Yellowstone. We went to Mount Rushmore, that kind of blibbity blue. But we stopped somewhere in like Billings, Montana, in the middle of the night, and there were these weird floating, flying, translucent shrimp-looking things with glowing blue eyes.
Did you fuck one?
No.
Were they small?
Yeah, pretty
They
small.
were really small.
Like,
Kind of small, yeah.
I've seen those.
I didn't fuck
I mean,
a
if you didn't fuck
translucent.
one, then I don't know, man. You know.
That's like I might have. Yeah.
I was prefaced, so that would have been some game if I did.
You know, you never know what they got come for our future. So thank God for the shrimp people.
Oh, dude, it was a very weird looking bug. It was like a weird translucent glowing looking thing. And people are like, oh yeah, we get them all the time. Like they're used to it. But
I've seen some weird bugs, man, and I looked them up on YouTube and Google, and it showed up to be
spiders.
some NASA
Yep,
shit.
here. Have you ever seen zombie spiders?
I don't want it.
Anybody?
Not that I know.
Anybody?
Are those like
I get them up here. They're translucent. They're completely fucking translucent and fucking. They are not small. They're not small. They are about the size of a wolf spider, but translucent.
Oh, okay. So
And they are fucking creepy.
if they're see-through, that's creepy as shit. The white ones
Yeah,
are creepy enough, dude. The see-through, that'd be fucked up.
Okay, but that makes me feel like less of a
Take a picture
bullshitter
of
because
one.
I'm talking about something I really saw, and I've seen literally see-through bugs. See-through. Translucent, like water or like gelatin or like a fucking clear jello.
But glowy.
You said
Well, the eyes,
with two little blue dots.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them. I don't know what they're called, but I've seen them.
Yeah.
Is that mayflies? Is that what they're?
They're scary. I'm scared right now.
I'm scared right now. How
It's
big?
like the little things in Avatar, like it's following Red Pill around.
That's how they fly too, like a fucking.
I was in the car. We were gassing up in Billings, Montana, and they were like flocking to the windshield because like the lights and the like it was at middle of the night and the lights under the top of the gas station, whatever thing, the awning covering thing, bright lights, and they were just all flying around, fluttering.
You've been scarred since then.
Yeah. Like I said, I've also seen lots of weird ass fucking bugs. I've seen a caterpillar that I shit you not has literally looked like the Pokemon Caterpie.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes,
no,
I did, dude.
Not.
I literally brought it in a shoebox to the. I don't want to say
A shoebox.
I brought it. I found it. I put it in a shoebox. I put the plant that it was on.
Down by the river.
Yeah, down by the river, literally.
In a shoebox.
Hold on, I put leaves from the plant that this caterpillar was on.
I'm fucking with you, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just fucking with you.
Along with a few other plants. And I tried to bring it to my local zoo where I'm at, and no one would take me serious. And it was alive when I found it. It was a caterpillar that looked like the Pokemon Caterpie. Put it in this shoebox, got on my bike, took it to the zoo, tried to get someone to look at it, and I like flipped open the box and they're like, it's dead. I'm like, okay, well, examine it. What is it?
Examine it. Perform an autopsy.
You think CPR?
That looks like a bacteria or something, man.
Don't
That's
you
a
have some
zombie
mini
spider.
caterpillar paddles?
That's a zombie spider, right?
Yeah,
there.
dude.
That's
It looked
fucking
crazy,
crazy.
dude. It had like little pink feet, and it had that like pink thing crawling out of its feet. It had like
It
little.
looks like a spirochete.
You guys want to hear something crazy? I fucking had a tick on my
I've
penis once.
seen them.
I had to cut it off.
Fuck that.
That was your penis, man.
That was circumcision.
What's going on here?
I mean, I'm never gonna bring up bugs again.
No,
sorry.
but really, I had.
I'm out of here,
Listen.
man.
I was in the Huron National Forest, right?
And I cut my dick off.
I was looking for.
Somebody's arachnophobic, huh?
I was
Red
in.
Pill?
I was
Red
in.
Pill's out of here. He's
I was in
actually
the National
catching his house
Huron
on fire
Forest.
right now. He's in the corner with a blowtorch. He's like,
Catching my lungs on fire with a bong. He says.
Who's arachnophobe?
we're just gonna see him running back and forth on his screen with the blowtorch burning. He's gonna be like,
Wasn't he telling us about a red scorpion? A red scorpion, I thought. He started the story with a red scorpion or something like that.
A tick on my balls.
Sorry to hear that.
It was fucking awful. You know what I did? I took a razor to it and I didn't know what else to do. I was freaking out.
You
I woke
panicked.
up. Dude, it was at 3 in the morning. It was at 3 in the morning. I was on a morel trip. Me and my buddies were looking for morels. I fucking woke up and I had a tick on my fucking near my shaft, pube region, and I literally took a razor, dude, and he was big.
Was it like this? Was it like?
He's been there for. He was big. He's been there for a while.
No, he was like he was
been there
stuck.
for a while.
He was stuck. He was
Talk
stuck,
about the worst blowjob ever, right?
dude. So I took a fucking razor and I shaved him off. You know.
I had a lot of ticks when I was a kid, but when they were on my legs, if I'd have had one on my private part, I'd have felt that fucker going. When they were on my head, my mom had to pick them all off. But I'd have felt that fucker down there.
Listen. Hey, here's the fucked up thing, Rez. Listen, dude. That day when we were going picking, bro, we're in his truck,
Yeah.
bogging and shit, going through the trails. You know what I'm saying? And fucking, dude, I felt something on my dick, and I was like, oh my god! I'm jumping around and shit. I'm like, god damn, this motherfucker, dude! What the fuck happened to my dick? You know? I'm like, I fucking. So check this out. So that happened, right? And and after a minute, I'm like, okay, cool. It's done. You see what I'm saying? I gave up. I didn't ever have a tick on me before that, bro. So the first experience I had was a tick on my dick.
Well, first experiences can be the very first one that you ever have in that experience if you're not ready for the experience. But freaking
Every
out
time
about
I
ticks.
smell
I feel
it,
like that could become a really cool country song.
there's a tick on my dick. Whack it off.
They already got that. Brad Paisley wrote that. I want to check you for tips.
Sublime had "Chick on My Tip" off their secondhand Smoke album. That was close as I could think of. You could mess with the words a little bit. Do a Weird Al Yankovic.
I'm gonna mute it.
Oh shit, he's busting out the guitar. He's fucking for real on that. We got a song about to happen right here. Got a tick on my dick, wrote a song about it.
Another tick on my dick, but it won't be you.
Right? Wrote a song about it.
I love that.
Okay, Tiny Tim.
That's one of my favorite Tom and Jerry's right there, ain't it? Oh, that's in multiple skits. That's also are you thinking about the Living Color guy? Yeah.
That was wrote a song about it. Want to hear it? Here you go. And he'd start fucking singing his jam.
And
My mind went to,
Cheddar Bob, you ever catch anybody scuba diving, stealing out of a lobster pot?
Caught them?
Yeah, or figured that's how they disappeared.
A scuba diver
Yeah,
stealing from a lobster trap?
yeah,
No, never heard of
yeah.
that.
I didn't ever either. But I was
where do you catch the lobsters? At what depth do you catch lobsters?
I was 18, and we were right off the coast. My brother was at the Sears estate north of Boston living. He was in right after college. Maybe he was still in college. Right after college, and I was getting ready to go to Germany in the military. He's like, let's go scuba diving. I'm like, dude, I ain't never been trained scuba diving. He's like, this is all you got to know. And I had, you have the attitude, oh shit, though, those couple things. And he said, well, go out here and follow these lobster pots. We'll grab a couple lobsters. And we went down and we're following the string. And I hit a stingray or a man or whatever it was. I guess it would have been a stingray underneath the sand. And when it went like that to shake its sand off, I went shot straight up. And now that's something I'd freak out about. I freaked out, man. My brother grabbed my foot, or I got the bends in my ear. I'm just curious, if you ever had that thought, man, this thing should have lobsters. There was guys scuba diving in that area because it's very possible.
No, I mean it's possible, but no one has the balls to do that. Now,
what depth do you catch them at, though?
I'm glad didn't get no lobster.
Like, what depth are you catching lobsters at? Is what I'm.
Oh, you can catch them anywhere from 12 feet of water to 600 feet of water. Just depends on the time of year.
Oh, okay.
We were at 50 feet. Some of the roughest water you ever want to get in, man. Big old rocks, had to climb down.
Guys. All right, here we go.
50 feet of the roughest water ever. Come up here.
Well, not the roughest.
Come up here.
Roughest. I mean, I got yes, I'm
There's a skeeter on my Peter. Whack it off. Skeeter on my Peter. Whack it off. There's a skeeter on my Peter. Whack it off. There's a skeeter on my Peter. It was a tick on my dick. I mean, that's what I got for the tick on my dick. You guys,
well done.
Way better, man. That's way better than I could have done. Oh yeah.
It's a work in progress.
So we now have a plate. The plate for my dog. As soon as he gets up, I know what he can relearn.
We now have a new dab song.
Tick on a dick. Dab song.
Yeah.
Hey, Gus, do you know any?
You might have a skeeter on your Peter, but I got a tick on my dick.
Hey, Gus, do you know any Django Reinhardt?
No, I don't. I wish I did.
Isn't that who Jamie Foxx played?
Half of a Django Reinhardt.
No, Django was like he was like a three-fingered bluesman. He was like,
yeah, that's the right rhythm for a tick on my dick song right there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Django.
But he used three fingers. He only had three fingers. I got a fucking big old slit in my finger. It's pissing me off right now. Hello, my name's Slit, and I like to fuck Jace off all day.
You should get yourself a what are you playing there? I can't read it. What are you playing?
Isn't that one of them piccolo things, the little mini guitar things?
Martin?
No, it's a guitar. It's a Martin backpacker. It's so you can just like,
oh man. If you ever want a resophonic one, get yourself a beard, man.
A beard?
A beard. Yeah, man. Jerry Douglas plays a beard.
Beard? Is it like a
Beard?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Okay.
Tell Paul that I told you.
Hold on a second. What'd you say now? Go where?
Get a beard. Look up beard guitars.
Okay.
If anybody's a guitar player now in the world playing any kind of guitar, they have
about. Beard. That's what I was like, oh, a beard.
Oh, it's Beard out of Maryland.
See, I'm fucking poor as shit, and I don't
That's some guitars that
Martin wasn't cheap.
Wear around your back and not ever play. You just walk around the park or the beach with it around your back.
It's a backpacker, man. They make them small. Yeah.
It's one of the props.
So-
What was that show? The Pickup Artist, Pickup Prop.
Every time, dude.
So-
The chicks fall for guitar every fucking time.
I just want to throw this out there as a music lover myself, and I see a lot of. I can't play for shit. I'm not even claiming to have zero musical ability, but I do love music. But I think would be cool, and I'm throwing this idea out there. If you guys wanted to throw together like a fucking cannabis like jam session where you guys want to like
We are the world.
play on,
We are the
fuck around.
children.
Well, I think
Be
are
funny,
the
Cheddar
ones
Bob.
who make
Just
brighter
saying. Just
days.
saying.
Let's
It'd be cool.
start
It would be cool.
yeah. A lot of the past guests, you can make up a band, right? There's someone with the drums, there's someone with the guitar.
Stoney's already got a band. There's a lot of fucking Modern plays guitar. Who else? Prometheus
man.
plays guitar. I believe there's another drummer in the group.
How many people can we get? How many
AB?
people can we get on this thing? Like 16 or something?
No, 99.
50.
Prometheus
50?
says
Okay, so
50.
what if we did like had someone write a song and all the people who have been on the show come on and all sing a part of the song like We Are the World?
Oh my
How
God,
cool would-
dude, I'll rap a verse.
Dude, how cool would that?
we should make our
20
own song up.
2021 Eagle Gardens, we are the cannabis world.
Something like
I
that,
would
dude.
totally
I'll
let
do
you
it.
guys rock
We
it
are
out.
the feathers that hold
Oh,
Eagle
we are
up
the nerds.
in his garden.
'Cause
Something
I'm
like that.
talking shit with Eagle and my garden grows green.
There you go.
I like the sound of it.
See, we're working on it already. Someone write this shit.
I want a little bit of that. I want a little bit of that Spanish vibe in it. That guitar.
It's a nation. You saw you talking about a nation or a tribe. It's we what is it? We the right?
Oh,
We
Ned. It's
We
who
the
is it?
nerds.
Ned Denver, I believe. Ned and Jason both play instruments as well. I'm almost positive. There's a couple
And
more.
Chad mixes everyone else's music.
Yup, we have a DJ. Oh shit. Oh shit. Just to fucking sit around, you guys sit around, bunch of you, do just what you do right now. Everybody kind of join in and fucking just groove.
like
That
that.
sounds like
I
some
think
dead
you
south.
fuck- That would be badass, in my opinion.
I watch copyright. Like Ethan, yeah, he don't care right now. He's on the wormhole. Just don't play any LED.
We can get Chad can rap too. I forgot about that. Chad can actually rap. So him and Red Pill can like.
I was just about to say, what the hell
Tommy
can't Chad do?
Trichomes is a rapper as well. Throw
Blue.
down a few bars.
Blue of Green Tank is an accomplished recording artist.
Hey, I left something out of my interview when we did the show.
Rest in peace,
I
Zane
want-
Dave, bro.
I once had a MySpace beef with Soldier Boy. Anyone can believe that.
Is that like Jake Paul beef?
Dude, I will not shit you not. I got like 10 death threats a day for my video I posted about Bathing Apes, those shoes I was talking about the other day, and Soldier Boy. And it was a video about how to tell real babes from fake babes. And I used myself with Bapes is the real example, and Soldier Boy with Bapes is the fake example. And everyone hated that fucking video. And that was like right before Soldier Boy got popular. So when anyone would on MySpace would type Soldier Boy or whatever, that video would come up. And I would literally get like 10 death threats a day from people saying they were Soldier Boy's cousin and they're coming to kill me.
Well, that's what you get. I mean,
thumbs up to that though. That's success to me.
Hey, Modern.
422. Cheers, yo.
That's funny.
Cheers.
What the fuck, man? This thing is about to like start pussing. You see that?
Fall into the garden for 420.
Do we have a dab song ready?
Ooh. Oh my God. You guys. Shit fart. I'm gonna have to just do it like this. Kung Pao. Take a fucking dab, huh? Oh yeah, look at that.
5, 4. We have to do this once we get a dab song. It'll be whenever. That's so awesome. Cheers, everybody. Dab song. Fucking full blast. Oh, shit. Cheers, Modern Genetics. By the way,
Modern, what's up, dude?
I think it would be cool as fuck. The Garden Slam Jam. Once a
Modern
week.
Genetics is, hey, I like Modern Genetics, man. He knows what fucking chops are.
Cheddar Bob looks top heavy. Man down, dabber down, dabber down. That is fucking hilarious. Man, I am trying to get me.
Can't get up there, so.
Is there anyone out there gifted with the clarinet or saxophone? Anyone in the chat gifted with the clarinet or saxophone?
If you give me one, I can
Man.
play it.
Even the trumpet.
Again, I believe if I remember right, there is.
I'll
If I
play it.
remember right, Red Pill, there is.
Well, you know, when I was a wee lad, I didn't have the money for my mom to do me into a instrument class, but I begged. I wanted to play either the alto saxophone or the bass clarinet. I was totally into those two instruments as a kid. But no, never got to take the lessons. No reason not start to now. I always think people are like, you got to be young to learn things like language or an instrument. I'm like, why can't I start now? If I want to, can I could start now, see how good I get. I don't really have the same ambitions to play the clarinet or saxophone, but I would like to maybe learn the guitar. That'd be pretty sweet. I have long fingers. People tell me long fingers is good for the guitar.
This, hey, guys, this stuff, hey, this Fish Eat Kush, this guy, I think he makes like a bunch of F1s. I'm not sure, but I got this, it's called Bantam Ices from him. It's a pink lemonade crossed with wedding cake and chicken in a lemon tree. Some shit, just a big old cross of some weird shit, right? That I got a freebie from a friend, you know? And honestly, it's stinking my 10 out and it's making it stink like fucking, it smells like pink lemonade, WD-40, and Pledge wood cleaner.
Incoming.
Yeah, it's taken over the planet. of the tent zone, if you know what I mean.
This is cooking.
Autobots, transform!
I hate to say it, but that'd be a fun Avenger mask.
Stand with us, X-Men. Bring it on.
For her, for you, Eagle.
Probably me, because I would fucking be having some all-out fun with that shit.
Can you believe my kids wanted to throw this away?
Oh my god, dude. It's so funny. You'd be banging on
One
it.
shall stand, one shall fall.
That's awesome.
Let's
I
roll
can't get a
out.
good.
The wolf into your pants.
I can't get a good fucking.
Also, it does the voice. It does the voice, so you could say all kinds of shit through that thing. It'd be funny if you
Yeah,
never.
it's got the voice manipulator in it, so you can just. Yeah, baby, yeah.
That's sick, dude.
That's the spot.
Yeah, just you can shake it in a robot voice.
Oh. Too funny.
He put it on her. Just sounds funny.
I can't smell this shit. I don't know what this is. It's Temple Kush, apparently, but
Fucking heavy, thick.
I don't fucking know.
Crap.
Look
It
at
was
all the
probably-
cats in there. I can't believe it, man.
Huh?
So look at
I don't
all-
have many.
these
I don't have that
green
many
lights.
anymore. Like as you can see, like look at the trap. Like it's barely. It doesn't barely have any. But I had a problem with them. I got rid of them.
You inhaled them all.
Yeah, they're all in your lungs, man, making one giant transformer.
Fuckers. You fucking
Fungus
guy.
mat.
You fucking guy. You. Let me
You're
tell
gonna-
you, you guys.
You're gonna be like Jeff Goldblum.
Oh man.
Jeff Goldblum.
I missed that one.
Prez?
I'm trying to
That was
show.
fun.
I'm trying to get a good fucking pick on like the trichomes on this fucking pink lemonade shit, dude.
Kind of hard to do in the dark.
Come on, I know. I'm fucking hey, but it's that time. I don't have that time for this. This isn't even on at. This is on at fucking it goes off at 12 something, you know. So
Is it that time of the month? Is that why you're looking for the pink pistols?
oh, it's the moon. It's the moon. It's got that color.
Actually, it is a new moon today, isn't it? It's a new moon
Fell
today.
flat.
It's the moon. But no.
Plant some seeds.
I don't know. I don't even know what we're fucking guys. Now you guys got me all fucked up because now you're like, are you trying to call me a pussy? Because what the fuck? I'll call you out on that shit. You wanna call
No, not even implied. Not even.
me- But no. I'm just saying, like, no, the pink lemonade. It's sticky. It's super sticky. I can't get a good pick at night because you know.
Hashtag we told you so.
I know. Look at you guys want to see what's in here? No, hold on a second. Let me close this up. And close this guy up. This is pretty funny. You guys will laugh at this shit. I hope you guys laugh. And at the same time, ponder, oh, what can I do to do something stupid like this? Okay. Right? There's tobacco. That's a clone. That's a clone of tobacco, right? We got some hops. Got some slurricane. Some fucking seedlings, some cherry glue sniffer crusts. Some glue sniffers. But yeah. This thing, I'm telling you, dude, this fucking sip tote is the shit.
The shit.
These things are retarded. They're retarded. They do everything for you. They do.
But
And
you
this is
want to
it.
switch to deep water culture and bottled nutrients.
Well, look at
Get him, Cheddar Bob. Get
I
him.
got all these fucking gnats stuck up in here.
I thought, well, throw that fucking thing out. I thought you got rid of your gnats, man. Which one is it? Come on now.
Well, no, I'm saying that's what I'm saying is like I got to keep on it. You know, it's
Of course you do. It's like anything. I mean, it's like you got to keep up on your nutrients for your reservoir. It's pest management, you know? Don't ditch a beautiful system of growing for a couple bugs, man. Don't go back.
Oh man,
Step away from the ledge, Gus. We're here.
Yeah, it's not as
back
don't
from the ledge.
panic.
Don't
Panic. It's not as bad as you think. You know,
this shit's all organic, dude. Like,
Think about it, man. You got gnats. You don't have spider mites. You don't have thrips. You don't have aphids.
yeah, they do absolutely zero damage to the plant or the roots unless there's like a billion of them. And if you have a billion of them, you have bigger problems than just the fungus gnats.
They're annoying.
look at
I
this.
told you before, it sounds stupid,
Yeah.
but get a fucking chameleon going on in there.
I know. No, I know. I need to get some kind of natural predator in there. some
Or
shit.
just water properly. You're overwatering and keeping it too moist. And so they're thriving. You don't have to let it dry out, but if you get the proper nematodes and predatory mites and learn the proper watering process for each plant, because each
I'm
cultivar.
gonna show you. Hold on. I'm gonna go back here and show you. Let me show you, Cheddar. Hold on a second. I'm gonna show you the soil of this fucking 1 gallon to show you what I'm talking about. Like, dude, this thing is light as fuck. Hold on a second. This isn't a fabric pot. Hold on. Okay, this thing right here, right? This is some. I had this shit growing in a closet under like a 10-watt light, some bullshit. But dude, fucking, it's dry as shit. It's dry.
A lot of your moisture in those small container fabric pots goes into that actual fabric pot.
Yeah. So I need to treat the whole thing, huh? Like just inoculate it with something.
I mean, I don't know how to answer that.
Look up.
I mean, you would.
The fabric, like basically what I dip the fabric pot in like some kind of fucking something that kills everything on the fabric pot. You know what I mean? That wicks into the, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Well, I mean, I've had fungus gnats before, and I've gotten rid of them with just proper watering and
I mean, I'm getting there.
some predatory mites. You know, and it's really, I'm not trying to be disingenuous, but watering is the hardest part of growing cannabis.
No, I know.
You know, and that's why you see thriving conditions in your SIPs container, because you're letting the plant do it itself, you know.
Every fucking time.
They're the number one most common insect, and they're the easiest insect to get rid of at the same time.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys know? You guys know who Under the Canopy 420 is?
Yep.
That's my buddy. Like, yep. Like me and him have made like home videos back in the day. You know what I mean? So I know like what you guys talk about. I know, like my buddy's a fucking G. You know?
Okay. Well, if you know, now it's time to listen and time to do what you know. Yeah. Not just to give up because something got a little hard and go back to the other way of growing.
Yeah, just be thankful it's not thrips or aphids or any of that bullshit.
And even thrips and aphids, easy to get rid of. I mean, they're easy to get rid of.
You know,
I'd rather have leaf aphids than root aphids, and I'd rather have fungus gnats than any other unbeneficial insect. You know what I'm saying?
Pest.
If I saw root
too, I like to use. I like
But
to use mushroom compost a lot, you know? Like I love using mushroom compost. I think that's such a beneficial thing. Mushroom compost and like you're like using mycelium that has been growing around you. Just throwing that in your pot. Like
And stop burning up your soil. Stop
is
that.
burning up my soil?
No, stop burning up your soil. Stop heating it up to 160.
yeah, you don't
Oh.
gotta do that. Definitely.
You're killing all your good life
Yeah.
that's already in there.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Well, I
You
haven't
better
done that in a while, but that's a bad idea, huh? I thought that
It's already done for you. They do that. They kind of have to do that to put it in the bag.
yeah, but when it goes to the grocery store and it's sitting at that store, dude, that's why I do it is because the store has all the fucking dude,
Yeah, but there's more good life in that soil than there is bad life. And everything balances out. As long as you keep things balanced, that's what this living soil, that's what this movement is all about, is balance. And then that spreads to your life, and then that spreads to other people's.
and that's the thing, dude. I live in an apartment and my balance is like, okay, my VPD, like, dude, I have to be on that shit all the time because I live in a like, dude, I don't. Okay, first
Straight up,
off,
what I would do in your situation, I would apply diatomaceous earth straight up to the
Yep.
soil. I mean, sorry, not soil. Carpet. This might sound crazy. But
Yeah.
once a
No,
week,
you're right.
like just whatever your routine vacuum cycle
Sounds
is.
like you're really far away, Red Pill. I can barely hear you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a little closer. See, whatever your normal vacuum cycle is, right before what I would do for a whole day is sprinkle your carpet with diatomaceous earth. This might sound crazy because it's outside of the grow room, not
That makes
applied to the
sense.
plants.
No,
Put
that's
some diatomaceous earth on the actual carpet itself, and then vacuum like a day later.
I haven't done that. That's actually very valuable.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, look up a product. I don't know if it's still in production, but Gonats. Okay.
Okay.
I have some of those.
That's close to the mosquito bites that I use.
It's I forget what it is, but it's literally like weird shit. Like it's like fiberglass and sawdust dissolved into water.
Yeah, but also with a bacterial fucking thing, right? Agent. I don't know what it's called. I don't know.
Yeah,
some kind of fucking natural bug killer, egg killer.
It's pretty good. Like I said, I only had to use it one time. I only had the problem one time, and I was thankful. Like I had other problems with outdoor plants getting either spider mites on outdoors, or I once actually, my dad was trying to do me a favor. He built me like an indoor enclosure to use instead of a tent. He built me like a 2 by 2.5, or maybe 2 by 2, or 2 by 3, or something like that, little grow box type situation. But because it was made out of wood, it had too many microbial and sporial type things going on, and it wasn't good. And the plants that got vegged in it got powdery mildew, so I got rid of that. I got rid of those plants, got rid of that box, and then it was fine.
Lactobacillus. I have used lactobacillus powdery mildew and citrus ferment.
I was actually just talking about this. I can't remember now. I'm kind of fucked up in the head to remember if this was just a day ago or just a couple hours ago. But I was talking about, this was last night when I was talking about harpin proteins. There's a product, Axiom, Saturator.
Yeah, I heard you talking about that.
That's the stuff Tony uses. Yep.
Yep.
Gardner.
Oh, dude, that's the good shit, dude. Get those harpin proteins. That's the IPM for a lot of people think IPM is just a bug thing. IPM can be a powdery mildew thing if you get those harpin
it's everything.
proteins.
It's all the bad things, basically. That's how I look at it. And that's where I think that OHN, when you start plants with OHN and you finish
Yeah, dude.
Plants with OHN.
Yeah, dude. Same thing, dude. OHN, the same thing. I would do
Right.
both. I'm a big believer on stacking stuff. Some people think you can overdo it on things like carbohydrates, mycorrhizal,
Look it up
beneficial
with the carbs.
bacteria.
People
They think
don't
you
do
can.
enough carbs. That's why their plants are so small. They don't do enough carbs. They don't do enough fucking
I would do a
glucose.
lot.
I
dude.
do.
Back in the day, I think I had here. I think I had Bud Candy. I had Sweet Botanicare, the raw formula, not the flavored ones.
Bud candy's bad stuff, man.
Well, hold on. I don't care, dude.
Use
Who gives
potato
a
water
shit?
next time, and that's starch.
People say that a lot of the times, dude. I never believed any of that hype. People are like, dude. Anyways, I use. Hold on, because it's not the only one. Maybe I tainted my water, but I used Bud Candy. I used Sweet Raw. I used Humboldt Nutrients, honey. Yes, the stuff that's like literally barbecue sauce. I used Carbolode from Advanced Nutrients. I had like dude, I literally had like 5 or 6 different carbs that I was feeding. Plus, I had Azos and Mycos. I had Roots Organism. I had Piranha, Tarantula, Voodoo Juice. I was just stacking microorganisms, stacking carbs, I was doing the SLF 500 or whatever, plus
100.
About like all this. Did you know how unnecessary like half that shit was after?
No,
like,
no. I don't think it was unnecessary. Like I said, I stacked enzymes, microbes, sugars, and I felt like I got the best results out of any plants I've ever had.
You know, you can chew up. You can yourself chew up like pumpkin seeds. Chew them up. Bam. Chew them up and spit them out into a cup. Put that in the water, and that's more soluble than some of the potassium inputs that you're getting from advanced
What?
nutrients.
No, I wasn't just using it. No.
And enzymes. And
I
more
wasn't
enzymes.
using any. I wasn't using their base. I wasn't using their additives. I was only using their microbes. This was a super soil.
Piranha, voodoo. Okay, so you said piranha, voodoo,
Tarantula. Piranha, voodoo, tarantula.
yeah.
Plus,
so that's all their
plus
microbes.
extreme gardenings, like Azos, Mycos,
Not
plus
even-
roots, or whatever, Aurora, their roots organism, their organism.
You
Like I
know,
said, I was using
I
like
can't-
5 different sugars, like 2 different enzymes, like 6 different microbes.
Yeah, you
I
know,
felt like that was the best weed I've ever grown in my life.
yeah, they got it locked in there, but it's in a bottle, and you can. I don't know. I think. See, that's the difference. Is
You most definitely could get all that stuff handled in one biocomplete compost, like a full soil food web.
Well, Smiley, not only was I doing, like I said, I was doing that in super soil, top dressed with compost, purple cow compost. If anyone wants to go back and look my history, and yeah, that's what I was using. I was using purple cow compost, and I did side by side. I mixed the
why'd
compost.
you have to sound
with
like an
the
evil
super
villain?
soil.
Man? Why'd you have to sound like an evil villain there?
Oh, because like I didn't know if anyone was going to be like fact checking me on this, like I make up
there's
shit.
purple
But
cows in my soil recipe too.
all right, sweet dude, yeah, we all use that purple cow. That's
No one's
fucking
fact
good shit.
checking you, bro. No one's fact checking you, dude.
No, dude, I feel like that.
You're
A lot of
smart,
people
man.
are like, red
You're
pill
a smart
doesn't know
dude.
shit, you know.
People listen to you, man.
Okay, thank God. Well, at least here they do. I've been in other fucking live streams where they're like, you never grown a plant before, you don't know a damn thing you're talking about. That kind of shit.
I called Maury Povich.
With that, I'm getting out of here, guys.
What?
What's
You
up,
just got
Adam?
here. Just say hello.
I've been on mute the whole time. I didn't know that.
We can't. It's
Oh,
not like we can sit
no.
here and greet each other at the door and hug. Come on.
Cheers,
I
dude.
know. I know
Brad.
it's 4:44, so
All right. Well,
Let me get
I'll
off.
see you later at the Fresno nerds. Okay.
Sun's coming
Yeah,
up over
I'll hang out
here.
with them a lot.
I just showed you all the sunrise over on the East Coast.
Yeah, it is that time. I'm jumping out too.
Yeah. I'm out, guys.
This way,
See you later.
see now it's
See you,
modern.
Marty.
Sorry about that, Bonner.
Peace, everybody, guys. Have fun.
All right, looks
Peace,
good.
brother.
Peace out, man.
Yeah, I'm out too, man. Now it's
Too bad.
modern.
Bye, Smiley.
Night.
As soon as you go, we're gonna start having more fun.
I think so. That's the way it's been going.
Ben Going. That's somebody's new name. Is Ben Going.
Somebody's.
His name's Ben. Ben Going.
Thanks,
What's that?
Smiley.
See you, man.
Where's Johnny Caniseed? I've seen him in chat.
Chat.
I changed my mind. Those nugs are too rock hard and not finished to not let them go a little bit further. You know what I'm saying? It's only 40 days. They'll probably be finished at 50 couple. I think I misdiagnosed the of the male I had that I used after because I've never grown Bubba pre-Bubba 98. And if it doesn't stretch, then the one I bred with was the pre-98 leaner, not the 50-50 of the two, because the breeder, Professor P at Dynasty, he identified the one female last time when I grew it as being the looking like in structure and color and everything like the blue heron leaner side. He was like, "Oh, you're really gonna like that," and I did, man. It tastes like butter. It tastes like butter popcorn. And
You know, it's someone's genetics that I really wish I could grow someday.
Who's that?
We were talking about Dynasty.
Yeah, well, I can get you some of these seeds here shortly, man. Now, once I know nothing herbs, I didn't want to hand anything out. I'm going to get some of this stuff out. If you like, you said you like the time that comes out. So here, that terp, I guess, is coming from the male then. So I might not have got that in the moose and lobster. And it might be coming through. I don't know. I hope it does.
Is Blue Magoo in Moose and Lobster?
Blue Magoo is in the Blue Magoo cookies. Yeah, because he used the platinum cookies on his cut of Blue Magoo.
Yeah.
And the blue heron comes from Blue Magoo.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I have a weird thing. Like I said, I think I mentioned it a bit ago. In fourth grade, a school that I went to had a weird integration with a nature park around here. And the river that runs through my city, there's a nature park on the fourth grade school I went to was integrated in that. And like part of the year you would go outside and have like outdoor classes with it. You know, you go there to have school instead of the actual school. And one time they would let us like go out and do like our own like journal time where you go out and like just go sit in some place in this forest next to the river and either write about something or draw something that you see. And I literally saw like a blue herring bird fly into this river and like climb on like a log or a stone, like right in the middle of the river. And I drew a picture of it. And then I didn't know what I was seeing, but I showed the teacher and she was like, "Oh, that's a blue herring."
Have you seen many in your life?
No, just that one.
I used to live by a stream, and one used to stand in the stream all the time. But I'd go down the stream and watch them come in landing at an airport.
Yep.
And then my brother, we had so many of them. I won't tell you what they did to them. It's like farmers, if you got a trout stream and you just stock it,
that's rainbow trout plentiful.
They will thin your ass out. You know, once they get big, they don't typically get the big ones, so farmers don't worry about it then. They want to protect them on that first run. But anyway, no, those crosses, will be I think the Bubba Leaner is coming through more. That's why the nugs look like the more those plants are growing. Oh, I don't know. I've never grown pre 98 Bubba. Anybody
Was it a
grown it?
colorful fade? Did it fade all maroon, burgundy?
What's the
purple?
structure that you typically get out of pre Bubba 98?
Short, stocky, not a lot of side branching, no stretch. Not complete football bud, still a little bit of Christmas tree, but doesn't get all out of control out of you.
Well, you see my garden. Can you anything in there look like it grows like it?
Yeah, it doesn't have gaps in between the internodes, right? It's one solid cola.
Yeah, they're filling into one solid colas.
Right. But
The stretchy
heavy,
stuff would be from
very
the
thick leaf.
stretchy, I guess the other stuff that was mixed with that.
Wide leaf, would you say?
No, the stretchy, the stretch in that, I guess would come from the combination of the two, whatever was in one of their lineages that it was recessive, because neither one, the blue herring in that comes out in the Salmon River or the pre-Bubba come out stretch at all. They don't stretch. They'll give you some length. I mean, they'll give you. I mean, depending on what's I'm looking at it now, depending on what's crossed with, it's going to give the stretch. That's why some of those in there I'm looking at going. That one I was going to get ready to cut, which is the back cross of the Salmon River, but it has the stretch. I said I wouldn't grow it again. After smelling those, looking at them now, feeling the density, seeing why they're falling over, I'm like, oh, I would build a scrog and grow that one. Hell yes, I would grow that, especially when I got as many seeds as I have. Yeah, if it tastes good, it ends up being good weed.
Most Bubba Kush that I've smoked and grown has had a pretty cool like finish. The fade on it is super yellow, and the finish is like almost a purple.
Yeah, dude.
Almost every time the Bubba is, and man, I'm telling you, the yellow.
What are you growing?
What do I grow in?
LED.
Well, at that time it was LEC, light emitting ceramic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was using that in the light system. So
both times I had something with Bubba in it, I actually flowered outdoors. One of them was a plant that I had growing partially indoors, and it became the time and season where it was already flowering time outdoors. So I'm like, yeah, I'll experiment. It's plants in flower. It's flower time outdoors.
The outdoor was pretty. The outdoor was different than the indoor for sure. But it had that cool purple finish.
Yeah, this plant faded, and like all the leaves turned different colors. Like some would be just straight up red, some would be burgundy, some would be black, some would be
Black
purple.
and purple with the yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the nugs themselves just kind of stayed green. It was only the foliage that did that crazy autumn color.
Well, that blue heron, when you have a blue heron growing, you know you have something with the blue heron growing in it, because the leaves are blue.
That's cool.
rad.
Yeah, there's that dark, deep thing that when you're looking into a dark, deep blue ocean, you know, it's that type of blue.
That's rad.
You just know it, and then you grow
gunmetal.
When you grow it beside of the anything that has a lot of bright sativa, it's like, holy shit, look at the difference, man. You know, so when the seeds start coming up, it's like, oh yeah, there it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. You know, right in the very beginning, it's blue. Yeah. Pretty cool. So
that's rad.
Yeah, the first thing that I think I knew about Dynasty for a little bit, but the first thing that really captivated me was he had a huckleberry male that was purple. Like the flowers themselves, the stamen and the petals were all purple. It was a pure purple flowered male of a huckleberry.
the leaf was purple too, huh?
The leaves were green. The petioles of the leaves and the leaves themselves were green. and then just the stamen, just the outside of the petals, were like watermelon striped purple.
I'm interested to see how that one on the left and one on the right, when you first come in, because the one on the left is Blue Magoo cookies, the platinum, whether he identifies 4, I think it's this one's more the platinum cookies in it because of the long stretch. He says it has legs on it, the male does.
Yeah.
And the one on the right, which I did the lean top on it, it's a short, squatty, more like the popcorn stuff that's really really dense but not super heavy yet anyway. Of course I'm not feeding it anything extra. So yeah. Anyway,
All right, I'm interrupting. I'm gonna go.
Later.
5 o'clock. I'm gonna go to bed. Everyone have a great night. Eagle, thank you. Appreciate your time.
I forgot to ask you, but I hope you did well yesterday golfing there.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I finished,
Oh,
which
really?
is, the overall goal. So I don't drink anymore, so I smoke myself silly, and I had fun. That's the most important part, because I'm not getting paid, so I might as well have fun.
Well, in that case, well, I'm proud of you for finishing.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna consider this is from you, man.
There you go, bro.
There you go. All right. Hey, Rez, Red Pill, Gus, have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Thanks for coming out.
Enjoy the sunrise. I'm out of here too, man. Nice meeting you, Gus. I haven't been on here when you've been on here yet.
For sure.
Who's still on here? I can't even see who's still on here. Who's left? I was under the garden. Oh crap! Smiley left. That's people.
I don't know how to see
Red. Always appreciate you, everybody. Thanks, Eagle. Yeah, I had to do that tag today. I was chopping those down, man. I was in there, and I'm like, you know what? I kept them for moisture. I don't need this many anymore. I'm tired. I want my bathroom back. I'm like, you weren't seeds. If you were seeds, I wouldn't have cut your ass down, but you're clones. I can clone again. You're out of here. So,
you're clone again.
Clones, I'm going to be like those clones, and I'm going to leave. Later, man. Blessings, everyone. Have a great day, man.
Peace out, Rez.
Thanks, Eagle.
Have a great day, brother.
Thank you, young man down there. I'm going to call you young. He was talking about being the age of somebody else. Not old yet, man.
No. I don't know if that was for me, but
yeah, guys, it is a good time. I gotta actually do some work before I head off to bed. It was either fade into the background or cut it and get to work. But now there's not enough people to fade into the background to go to work.
Hey, on that thing though, I'm also I heard Jack mention it too. I'm also with that. You need a little extra help starting or finishing a wormhole. I'll help you out with that. I've taken the wheel at the end a couple of times, so I don't mind doing that, Eagle. Let me know.
I appreciate that. It's gonna help, man. Every little bit helps when it comes to getting things done.
Is there a way I can even get controls to let people into a room too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the takeover. I can fire it up, go live, make you the host or whoever, and they can let people in just like I let people in. I can completely transfer the show over and bolt, just like I do with Smiley. I'm not in the background when Smiley takes over. I actually transform it over to him, and then I actually leave the meeting.
So you're saying there's an opening for a terpene / dab takeover?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely there is.
Okay.
Just like I'm not kidding. And I wasn't kidding about the music thing. I think it would be cool as fuck to put together like a cannabis jam sesh.
We could do it, dude.
Wouldn't that be fucking awesome?
If we could coordinate it, it can be done. If everyone gets on the same page with it, yeah, that's achievable very easily. There's plenty of people that their other love, you know, their two loves is cannabis and music, so we shouldn't have any problem putting that together.
Y'all know already, Prometheus, you already said you're down. I'm down.
Yep.
So there's a few people that are down here just in chat. So
I'll throw a little 8-bar, 16-bar little fucking verse in there.
hell yeah. It's it's a lot harder to find musicians that are easy to work with each other than it is to throw some sentences together. So hopefully we can find some musicians that are like pretty, relative. That would be ideal more than lyrics. Honestly, I mean, just from a musician standpoint, I'm just saying it's hard to find people to work with. So
Cannabis makes anything
more the better.
possible, especially smoking and
better.
jamming.
Yeah,
I think that would work.
the more the better. If we could get like fucking 8 people, 10 people, 20 people, whatever, dude, the more the better. That'd be sick. You know what I mean?
That would be awesome. I'm completely down. If you anybody that's interested, hit me up and we'll try to coordinate something because it would be bad as fuck. Once a month, once a week, you guys name it. You guys let me know.
Cool. That'd be cool. I'm out of here, guys. See you later.
Yep.
See you later, brother. Same with you, Red Pill. It doesn't have to be 4 in the morning or whatever. It can be midday. You guys let me know. Gus Grows. Thank you, sir.
Okay. That kind of opens me up. Yesterday, I wanted to mention that I brought the interview up or the show up to 2 different people, and one person just kind of totally declined. They're like, "I don't do interviews." Blah, blah, blah. Like, oh, come on, don't poo-poo it that fast. Guy was like more promoted. He was like, I just want to focus on making some single source hash and entering into competitions. I'm like, man, this is a perfect opportunity for you to. He's in Michigan, too. So a Michigan person that wants to make single solvent hash and enter into competition. He's like, no, I don't want to do. I'll try to encourage him a little bit more. Another person I brought it up to, we really didn't get a time to talk about it in detail. But then another person I was thinking of, he is in the UK.
Well, tell him some of the other ass people that's been on. Shit. We've had who else? We had we've had I'm drawing Mr. Bond 420. We've had Nicotine on here. We've had Amelia Jensen. We've had Indra, which ain't necessarily a bubble.
We did try that.
Smokey the Bear 2.0. We've had D 420K on here. We've had a lot of great hash people on here. I mean, fuck, if you can't fall in line with that, I'm sorry, but you know what I mean? Them are some grades, man.
We did try to bring it up a little bit, but he I don't know. I'll talk to him. I'll try to earbeat it into his head a little bit more. Like, you're kind of missing out by not doing it. I kind of did that. Like, come on, man. It's like, it's going to help you more than, he just seemed, I don't know. He was kind of being weird.
If anything,
I'm gonna disclose on that, but I have more prospects. Another person I had was someone in the UK. I was gonna ask Coma the grower.
I've tried to get Coma. I don't know how to get through to it.
Nah,
I've got a lot of respect for that cat. I do, man.
Yeah,
I've actually been following him for a long, long time. Shit, he was telling us years ago, 10 years ago, all you need to feed your plant is Mycos. Mycos.
That's why I was just bringing that up, man. I just told you that a lot of those formulas, man, I everything based on growing the plant, as in like what to feed the plant, the environment. That for me growing up and when I learned everything, that was all Subcool and Coma. I can totally fucking whatever tip my hat or attribute both of those to doing that, right? I same thing here. Like I bring up a lot of things like the Coma's topping technique, his beneficial microbe tea, is, like I said, the Axiom Saturator Actinovate solution for PM, IPM. Like those are all still things that I would routinely do in my grow room that I learned from Coma. But I didn't. No one noticed it, but that orange T-shirt you see me wear sometimes, that orange T-shirt is the very first T-shirt slash hoodies that Coma did way back in the day. This is like 2011, 2012 on his show, on his YouTube thing. There's a time when I ordered an orange T-shirt and a purple hoodie, and there was a live stream that he did. He's like, "Who the fuck ordered a orange T-shirt and purple hoodie?" And he was going on. He's like, "Must be some weird like flamer type person." Like he was thinking like, I was like, and I had to explain like, "Oh, that was me," and he was like, "Oh, my bad." And like I had to explain to him, and I brought up the other clothes that I had talked about here in the chat, the bathing ape stuff, and that's all like really loud, like purple and orange and blue and tie dye and bright loud colors and stuff like that. So I'm like, "No, dude, I'm just getting a purple hoodie and an orange T-shirt to match my attire." He's like, "Oh, that's cool, man." He's like, "My bad." He's like, "Anytime you see me at some event, just come up to me, man. I'll give you the frostiest bud of anything you've ever seen in your entire fucking life." I'm like, cool. So he sent me those. I wish I still had it. Wish I could try and go and find it. But when I got busted, that was one of the things the police confiscated. But I had straight up. I know he's big on Instagram now, but I had real tangible Polaroid pictures that Coma sent me with that T-shirt and hoodie. 2 different macros and 2 different like canopy shots. But oh well, those are just memories now, I guess. I got the hoodie and I got the T-shirt to remember it by. But my bad, Eagle. Thank you for letting me tell that story at the end there. I'm gonna ask him. I got a few other people up my sleeve I want to ask or try to encourage to do it. I'm gonna try to help you
Take
out.
all the help I can get, Red Pill. I'll take all the help I can get, bro.
Well, thank
Appreciate
you everyone watching. Thank you, Eagle. Thank you, chat. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Love you guys.
See you, bro. Have a great day. That ends it. 396. The wormhole. Man, I can't believe how quickly 400 is sneaking up. Pretty awesome, really. Pretty awesome, really. Well, let's try to get some music to rock out while I do these shout outs, I guess. Thank you all. All I can do, I can mail you another one, Smikey Pilots. I'll mail you out another one, my friend. That's all I can do. Hopefully this one reaches you, my friend. Well, with that being said, we got TK Production, or T1 Productions playing in the background there. I think I'm gonna go with the guitar music so far. Give me back my bullet. I don't know if he did with that one. Give me back my balls. Great tune. Great tune. All right, let's get this out of here. Let's get these going. Good old Geico commercial in the background. Cheers, Geico. Let's get out this shout out. Back to you, Neon Flower. Oh, give me back my bullets. Being performed by Justin Johnson. Oh, trying to play. I play a lot of his covers actually. Here we go. You guys are awesome. Here we go. Sub cool. D's House of Dank, my law 710. Scared Row 420. Green Dumb Bum. Christina MG 89. Unplugged 705. Medical McGullet Cuddy. Rick T. The Rebel. The 9207. Fabian Salinas. Dave's not here. Tom Spook. Greg Walker. Meadow Dope. T Dog. Dung Beetle. Red Eye Jedi. Grows. Mother Nature. Justin Conway. Duckweed. Run Boy 7426. Justin Gooder. Strongman. Okie Grower 75. Corey Trevor. Michael Wallace. Small Vision 420. Who's your cat daddy? Taco Don Slug. Rick S. In the Bushes 827. James Seaman. Kevin Hines. World's Last Old Pats Fan 420. Bob Minter. Dirt Road Dude. Kanashiba. Jose Ramirez. Red Eye Rustler. Dad Goblin. Dr. Post. Let Your Ass Tone. Cannon. Or Sub 10 Canuck. Ken Queen, Genetic Stop It, Stabby, Tanaze, Foodor, Dirtman, Dan, Keith Black Sands, Missing Bowl, Silla, Zim, Green, Gardens, Rasta Bob, Rasta Jeff, Soul Root, Small 2, Tyler, Frosty Buds, North Michigan, Micro, OG Buds, Doug Keroy, Big Jar Rose, Jason, Modern Genetics, SoCal, We Nerd, John Last, PPJ, 15, Green Country Grower, CJ Apple, Perfectly Imperfected, Dollar Tree Grow, T1 Productions, Dank Grower, TOA Grown Miss Nudie, I Grew Some, Johnny Canasee, Nutrient, Shootouts, Naughty Nicky, Zoe and Slammer, NNY, Pixel Monkey, St. Bernard's, Observation Loop, Clover 420, High Spy, All T Stu Moo, Mo Grower, The Cannon Crate, Loki Grows, This Guy, Burton 79, Polish Hammer, Midwest Outlaws 31, Voodoo Altars, Fresno Nerds, Cali Connection, Wolverine Grows, Big Jar Goes 1 for Live, way back, Farmer, Deep. If I got that right, MMP Nations Creations. Amberlana, Psychedelic Warlock, Artist LD, Sir Sticky Rob, Big Day 420, Brent Wendell, Big Ed 1961, Manawana G3, The Green Clay, J&K, Triple G, Mr. Sprinkly, Brittany and Tyler Teasley, Hope Farms, Lisa G, John, BG Crazy for you, BGW, G420, Proctor, Budswell, Cryptom OG was in the house. Have a safe trip, my friend. Have a safe day. Arthur Cincinnati, Article Just Face 420, Beast. Over 420, Sir How Trey, Belong, Keep It Real, Hackerton 420, Sub Zeppelin, Audit Everywhere, BT, Double D, Rose, Bingus, Green Puffin Man, Alex Work, Chef Life, School of Crop, I Love It, Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie, Andy Man, Miranda Family Farms, Page Farms, Me All, Flower, Ryan Henderson, Green 13, New Sailbot Winds, Kingdom Microponics, Indra, Michigan Natives, Mary Jane Veterans, Dreamer 77, Double D, Bad Bunny Nutrients, Mr. Green Pots, Mr. Green Nugs from 619-664, Spaniard Cougar, Jones, Roll, Pop G Grows, Raz, Amy Drove, Grows, Cast, the Grow From Your Heart podcast, Little Luna, the Green Med Flock, sorry about that, Green Med Flock, Jeremiah Miranda, Sony Creek, Lost Art, Mr. No One, LG 420, Giant Mike, Prometheus Soul, Jason Stone, P Win, David Colby, Mason 662, Scroggy McScrug, then the fourth, the Goddess Grows, Kaylee Burrows, Chad Brad Family Phones, Polly P, not Polly P, Kevin Jodry, Mike Cacho, UDA, Green Tree, Hunter, Kush Cloud, Joshua Season, Organic Home Buds, Warren Nelson, Cam Wood, Maine Mystic, Show Love, Always, Kelly Stone, Texas OG, Chuck Norris, Sarge S, Claire Fresno, Happy Guy, 311, Mix Up, Evergreen Grows, Kinder Grows, G Friends, Tree, MMJ Matt S Evolve, Dragonfly B, Justin Meds, Travis Walls, Lucky Mike, Seattle Chronic Seeds, King Chronic, that is, Titan for Blessed Coast Sea, Shango, Gas, Babasson for Life, John Smith, Tommy Trico's, Boca King, Brass, Pop Little Slow Rules, Spiky Pollux, Oscar Green Jr., Indo 11, Stephanie V, Sharp Play 999, Von Braun, Sovereign Gardens, Stoner Nation 420, Joe Y, Bugs 1, 313, Grower Painted Lady, Frank Booth, Jay Myers, submit to chat, Mr. Manny D, Bagsy, Dr. DGC, Jeff Shredder 911, Dutch Gross 420, Scallywag 420, Skillbull 1, Medgrow 1, Empire Breeding Co. Growly, Lost Leaf, Liam Man, Standing Deco, Danny Daco, B Bear 7, Ollie Noble, CK, Tom Trinidad, Looney Jester, Smoking with Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lazy, Rafter Grows, Rob Automation is Freedom, Robert Hazelton, Dora Michigan Core, Double Tap Farms, Mr. Green Thumb, 420, 808, Rooting Prospects, Cannon Bus Driver, Hating Life, Kenny 710, Operation Grows. Man, this is a fucking amazing tune. Operation Grow, C Ben, Moodnut 619 and the Hammer and Emails, Dr. Scrambles, BB Moonrocks, GH App Double J, Bio Green, Stealth, Grower 56, Hanky Stinky 420 OG KB, Gouge, and then Yo Mama George, Roy Rodriguez, Beat Growing, gotta turn that down a little bit. Conjure Wizard, Husky Gardens, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Uso Live Bully for Live. The Jeff Bro 420 beat the 698 Jack Franklin Booty, goddamn my Big Ted's test, terrific bad boy Jack Greenstalk 420, 420. Where you been? Boom, Farms, we miss you too, bro. Tyler Farms 420, man. I need to get a hold of you. Aldrich 25, Smiley's Garden, JT's, Miss T's, Nug, Smoking Bro Frazier, Gronkowski, Twisted Roots, Faded Farm 420, Jeff Dorowski, Genetic Memory Farms, and Paul 420, Cameron, Mr. Bagsy, Jill Carter, Mystic Marks, Mystic Grower, Ginger Snaps, DTE, Rose, Rick Wolf, DLP 2372, Ned Div, Big Denver, Sergeant Pepper 420, King the Trooper, Black Cat 420, light it up again, Tim. Miss you, brother. Hopefully you're doing well. UKSIF 420, Buddha Boy, Devin Shipwright, Medical, MJ. Buddha Boy, let's do an episode anytime you're ready, man. Maybe I spaced that off. I believe you offered it, but I don't know what happened about that. Thinking about it now. Resurrection Profit, thank you for stopping in. Chris Martinez, Dankman Dan, Dankman 420, Red Side of Farms, Good Life, Tony Bell, Teacher B, Most Hated Grower, the Major General 429, Naked One, W Digger 714, Trates, Kenny Owens, Genetics, Mountain Skies, ready to hit that hot five. Chris Mertz pops in down again, even Save Robbie, Sergeant Live, Faith. Sir, Finger Lakes Finest Ridge Patch, Dozer, Moon, Southern BT, Grower, Chief Medical, Bear, plus mushrooms, plus one mushroom, Secret City Pioneers, My Little Tents, 2042 Spacewalker, Christian Tree Mum, T. Barrington, Heart and Soul, Homegrown, Mike B. T. Dwayne, East Coast Will, Happy Day, Galactic Gardens, John Smith, Elliptis, My Natural Finest, Pacific Northwest Seeds, Ross, Kyle, Paul, Lemon, Hopeful, Trent, Rita's Juicy Life. Miss you, Rita. How you been? Rita, Richard 420, Grant Mano, Mary Bond, Simon Sizzle, 81, 9-inch Colas, Chris Moon, DK Trades, Vision Creator, Guru, Dekai Brew, Cannon Nation, JJ Wire. Dan the Indoor Man, Gromies, Homies, Hamilton Grows, Clip Smoke, Keystone, Canna Flag, Hey, PA, you Big High 710, Eugene Greenleaf, Ace Drew Hustle, Fred Dark Carlos, North of Arizona, Beer Grow 420, No Solid, Jesse White, Gastain Yeti, Introvert, Genetic, Social J, Vixen Bravo, Killer 8, Mo, James Butterfree, C-Dub from NorCal, the Pharmacy Seed Bag, Deadhead, Smokey 61 Head 6, Curtis Mayhan, Matt Myron, Morte, Rick Heyman, Stephanie Dora, Ten Seeds, Bad Carries, Kate, Mike Rubens, the Drew Bear 420, Maxie 751, Lawrence Gonzalez, Slow to Get Up, Stu Moon, Pop Coat 719, Baker Shake, Baby, Old Smoke, PWC, Grow Butts, Lord Wash, Mr. Weed Gun, Old School Grower, Chad Westport, Ancho Grown, Flora Nugs, My Little Piece of Heaven, Pungent Silent Seeds, Goliath Roy, Richard T, Chrissy Wannabe, Mr. Soul, Food Spectrum, Gone God, Lori Hanson, Real, 2,000 years of tradition, Mr. D. Conley, Pimp Jam, Make Bony Face, Show Me Scats Watch, Fuck Google and you. I'm going well, Canadian Resource, Poor Girl Farmer, Call Right, Zepter, Humble Farms, Tannery Farm, Southern Scene, Old Park Arts, Hal 9782, Tunfax, Martial Artist 2012, Microslave Hefner, Danny McDizzle, Medically Fit, KGB, Mayor Robert, Mr. Green Fingers, Thomas, Robert, Rancho Costa, Plenty, Monkey Balls, Andrew Chip, and Bobby Lynn Meats, Trent Digger, Mr. Mac, Tony Lake Maloney, Mr. Bill S. Peas, Tater Delicious, Minty, Country Roots, Huron, Fire Next, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Teeny 101, Bugs and Hazards, Mr. Club 420, Bearded B-Man 616, North, Max Screw and Ruby. Timothy McKimmons, Neo, Justin Beats, Chronic 88, Fat Belly, Real, Jeffer Steele, Kinvis 03, Turk Farmer, Jennifer Stevens, Carlitos, Latinos, some Gator Country, Mr. Speed, Wolfstein, Firesaw, Wally, Wookie, The Goddess Grows, Rocks and Bob, White Feather Grows, Furnace Rooms, The Tone Grows, Dank, K-Bang Grows, BX Gunner 81, Smith Dude, New Gold, Sean McCann, J Monks, Dank and John, Wawa, Cannon Grow, Fall Dog, Huron, Cannabis Council, Listen, Harris, Rock Band, Justice Bank, 420, Ben, Fresh Grow, Thriving Herbs, Hi Man, Your Mailman Grows, We Be Growing, Australian Growing, Love with the Plant, Argo, Milk, and Swamp Poker, Unfrozen Caveman, Wise, High, Surfcraft, Micro Bloom, Jeff Lowenfels, Mobius, Grows, Tank, Brownies, Andy, Elliot, Harkins, Mystic, Flavor, The Foraging Gardener, Overwater, Overkill, Seattle Steve, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green, 514, Julia Jensen, Austin Indica, Dr. MJ, Coco, Brandon Russ, Matthew Gates, D's Bags, Rome, Sarah, Chocolate, Willie Dank, Yoda, Jace, Simmons, Sure Bro, Grows, Clackamas Coop, DJ Conley, Aaron the Grower, late 1978, Michigan Grown Buds, Yo Boy, Roy Delta 9, Jay McDaniels, Clackamas 420, Sinky Colas, Dylan Simon, PFC Farm, Tusky Garden, Sun Grow League 707, J420, Dro, J420, Cascadian Grove, Sea Toads, McGee, Four Plants A, Weedworks, Captain Scrog, Skunky Bugs, Odds Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee Live, McGasser, Tempe, Andy, Urge, Green Jr., Leon from All Purpose Plus, 11 Smiles, 11, Mindu Buzz, Michael Ross, Bunty, Wob Wobbly, Sean Binns, Rescue Ready, L Roadside LLC, Notorious Snug, Magna Seeds, Four Other and Son, Trimming, Notorious Dub T Day, Jose Ramirez, Jose Martin Perez, Doggo the Hut, 420 Buck, Chivo Man, TR 420 Community Videos, Detroit River Rat, Luis Garcia, AJ Everyday, Captain Vada, Ted Bob, the team, Main Grower, 420 Cookie Scoop, Jay Kendricks, Info the Grill, Backwoods, All Good, Sally Mansell, Adams, Shakin, Chanel Simpsons, One Smoke Away, Ganja Roads, Kazoo, Aaron Burning, Shrooms, Miss Lincoln, Seeking, Angel Studios, MG, the 420 Proton, Paul DA, John Fleming, Dankovich, Fibro, Flower, Paul P, Seldom Scenes, Elevated, Lenny Organic, Sunman, Chiva Sunny, Jeff Papalik, Ricardo Sosa, Dan J, Earth Friendly Farming, Candy Forest Farmer, Fuck All That Meat, Misfit Grower, Jason Lad 512, Snake Eyes, Northern 4466, Jason Grace, Soaker, Stony Baker MD, Stony Creek, Russ Iron, French Dweller, Tarzan, Superman, Old Man Hermit Has, Freebird, Bow Grower, Bodyguard, Simple Man, Survival Time, Ghost Coast, Chronic St. Fag, Caballero, Harley Grower, Judd God, Steve Collins, Todd Kendricks, Property Maintenance, Sharpie, The Island, Hayes, Scuba, Steve Speaks, JRM, Randy K, TCDR, Claire, Ken Alien, Wardrobe, Brandy, Fifth 1000, Ace Boo, 3223, Wake Up, Captain Freedom Bee, Puffer Smiles, 15 Digit, Michigan Guns and Mooch, Fred G, Super Bob, Broski 808, Weekend of Birdies, K-Bag, Justin Station, Strong Style, Organic, Zippy, Medic 31, Honestly, K-Pap, E All Flower, Brent Hood, Todd Kendricks, Newton's, KMT, Chrissy D, True Shit, Bowtie, Flo, Natty Dread, Barbara Matthews, Ancient Soul, Grown, Kevin Jiu-Jitsu, Can of Health and Happiness, Berserk 250, Lab, Low Cut, Albert Trailing, Mo, Main Meds, Raz, Benchy, Ellen, U, Janus, James T, Atomic Spoon, Miss Hills, Big Daddy, LT Gardens, High Flower, 20 Slow, Mother Tree Maid, Yo Boy Road, Ecstatic Shannon, Gibbons, Ruhan, Rick W, Comfortably Numb, One Smoke Away, The 840 Show, Richard Lamb, Red Pill 710, Cannabis Pursuit, K Rolling, Worthy Bus, Logan Man, 81, Oil and Flower Podcast, Entourage Spec, Warren Dixon, Pink Lady Luck, El Mando 420, Surrounded by Keith, Ferrari Farms, Fridge Dweller, Single Fathers, Happiness Without Guilt, Richard Forbes, Daniel Pimenta, P4 P-Funk, Nicotine, Don Reese, What About Bob, Prince Patty, Daniel Berman, Green, Puppet Man, B. Dungalee, James Chung, Cyrus Rose 818, John Wade, Carolina Rude, Sister Golden Hair, Deanna L. Dancarino, K&F Gardens, Blank 1030, Choose One Only Fee, Farmer James, Crypto Dope, James Lamb, HIP Grower, Dan Marino, Matt Javine, Conic Wonder, Sunrise, Grove, Top Floor, Genetics, Mo Floors, and 420, Can2, Canvas, Jesse Fisher, My Dog, Nelia, Woofster, Alex Hardy, Hardy Gear, Medi Cropper, Daniel Gross Photos, Renton Grown, Sunrise Grows, Lexi, oh, you know who my girls are. Never mind. No Limit 196, Rubber Toads, Alchemist, Cannon Minx. I will be on his show. Wednesday, 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern or Pacific Standard Time. That'd be 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Cannabis channel. You can find me over there. Wednesday, Soilborn Addiction, Ross Joel, Alex T, Dirty Orc, Catfish, High Power, Thunder Dan, Propagation Station, John Daniels, Lisa Marie, Sarge Groves, 818, Blaze Daily, Pride, Piper, Perpetual Eagle Pride Warrior, Sales Smiles for you, Franco Sada, the Dank Duchess, Kino, Kelly Maxwell, Captain 420, Sing Fat, What About Bob, Ill Juster, Pop Shroom, John Gorski, John Doe, Dugan Gangsta, or Duncan Dungeon Gangster. There we go. THC4, PTSD, T Barrington, Honcho Grown, Swamp Camp Power, Valero, Canabinka Buster, because Jen Doe, Mr. Manny D, Canifire 420, AB, Normal, Frank Guerrero, Bearfeed, J Brand 74, CK, Brown Guy 420, Peckathurn, Burning Tree, Maine, EA, Grace, Sun, Grow 207, Hydro Daily, Hemp with JG, Jamie Ream, Supreme Bob, Stony Rockefeller, Cannabis Caveman, Fruit City, Sin, Hawaii Sustainable, Midnight Roots, Dead Cynic, Knuckles, Michael P, Paulie B, Quick B, Nimble, Michael D, Football 89, Disbanded Brothers, Marcelian Matt Joseph, Grace Medicine RX, Keep It Chief, Hydro Daily, Concerned American Cannabis 411, Freedom of Speech, Dr. Joints Work, These Trees, Ganja Sudoku, 710 is Oil Upside Down, Jesse Stevenson, Victoria, you know who you are. What about Bob? Sacred Gardens, Gus Groves was here tonight, Slick Rick 8, Dog Pounds, David C. St. Louis, Armove Watts, Ed Wren, MN Grown, Uncle Elmer, Off Grid Terps, Off Grid Terps. Let me get that correct. Christopher 54, Lar Predator, Matthew Social. How you doing, Matthew? Sue, Illinois Man Beaters, James Proof, of course, Dark Horse Genetics, Stoner Dude, Joel from North Star, Caroline from Caroline, Mr. Cry PTA, B13 Lil, Beyond Perfection, XX Elite, GPXX, and of course, my good friend, Readers 207. Always a pleasure to say all those names. This show would not go on without you guys tuning in night after night, donating your time, your stories, a little piece of your life. Thank you from the bottom of my heart and therapy for my soul. I can't thank you enough. Join me tonight when my guest should be GMX OG. If I am correct, should be a good episode. I don't know how I pause that. GMX OG should be tonight. Oh, and an open week. If you got time, there's a couple of you that have donated some time that I need to put down on the map. But Jimmy Toucan, I should write that down right now. We'll be here Wednesday. And some others I need to write down before I forget. But there is some opening spots if you want to come on. Magma Seeds, wink, wink. If you'd like to come on, I'd like to talk to you amongst a lot of other great people. Looking back again this year, 1 year ago, holy cow, is it the 11th? We had a panel show. It was, of course, myself, Smiley, Cow was in the house a year ago, Sergeant Pepper 420, Cannon Trooper was here a year ago, Of course, our good friend Jack Greenstalk was here. That had to be episode 48. We're going to take a look back and check out those good times 1 year ago. I guarantee you it was a great episode. You guys have a great day. You guys know the routine. If this is the end of your day, please get some rest. This is the beginning of your day, your journey, like a lot of you spiky pilots and a lot of the great people on the other side of the globe, G13. Who else we got? We got Meow Flower. We got so many great people over there. Captain 420, amongst others. You guys have a great day. I'll see you tonight. Looking forward to hanging out with GMX OG and of course the wormhole after that. Cheers to you, Red Eye. Hopefully you are doing well. You guys know the deal. Please take the time out to try to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives. Man, it doesn't necessarily have to be a life-changing moment, but it can be the moment that triggers a lot of great things. Open the door, say hello, pay a genuine compliment, take time to smoke with a friend, a new friend, maybe pass on some free nugs. We all need a little help once in a while. I love you guys. Have a great day. I am out of here. I'll see you tonight, 11:30. GMX